Hello everyone, Mast3r Zak here. Today we are going to be playing more Lobotomy Corporation, Murder on the Warp... that's the wrong game, Zach. Sorry, I was brain fried. Someone asked when are we going to continue Lobotomy Corporation, so that just the seeded phrase stuck into my head. But no, today we are going to be continuing the Murder on the Warp Express event. And by continuing, I basically mean starting, because for the past 3 streams, I have tried to do this event, and, well, it hasn't gone so well. Turns out, me talking to my friends is, very, very, very distracting, and, I guess more important to me than seeing the Bloodfiends, so... Who could have guessed? Who could have guessed? But yeah, today, we've banned Cheeky Cheldos from being on this stream. So, that should solve all of our problems. And we should be able to play the Bloodfiends. Yes. Anyways, without further ado, let's just jump right in. Hello, Leslie. Hello, Outcast. Hello, Voster. Hello, Frozen Trees. Wow, Way is not the first. Way is usually if not first, second, but is Way even here yet? Way, you're like the 5th people. You're later than me. That's crazy. Way's been overtaken. That's insane. Oh no. But yeah. Speaking of Lobotomy Corporation, and when we're gonna get back to Lobotomy Corporation, I don't know. I'm gonna be completely honest. I don't know. It is difficult to get back. This is one of the issues with the way I stream. It is difficult to do a consistent, story-based game you have to, put a lot of time into. For example, we were trying to finish Hollow Knight once Silksong released. We got, I don't know, I think 3 or 4 streams in, and I haven't streamed it since just because then the Arknights event dropped, and I had to switch to that. Then Murder on the Warp Express dropped, and I had to switch to that. I think Limbus Company updates too frequently for me to be able... Limbus Company fans are eating too good for me to be able to play any other games consistently, basically. But yeah. You got Leeway Ishmael, like yesterday. Yo. Also, hello, Your Typical Gamer. Welcome, welcome. But yeah. You got Corp Heathcliff? Yo. I think I did too. Also, hello, Shork. How are you as well? Why did nobody tell me that Ring Sang is cracked, and now my bleed is count positive? True! For those of you who don't know... Hello? I click Sinners, and it's not... Hello? Uh-oh. Uh-oh. Can I click... Can I click anything? Oh, okay, that was scary. That's still scary. What does that mean? Why did it lag so much? But yeah, for those of you who don't know, Ring Sang is literally the ID that made Kim Ji-hoon crash out. This genuinely is the ID that could have killed Limbus Company, and it almost did. And it kind of, in the long run, did. This was the ID that basically made Kim Ji-hoon say, we are not going to nerf an ID once it releases, ever. And the repercussions of that have been enormous, considering Mao Faust also existed and also had to follow that rule. And the rule was broken because of Red Sheet Sinclair, which is really funny. The only ID to ever be nerfed is not Ring Isang, not Mao Faust. It's this guy. It's this guy. This is the only ID that has ever, in the history of Limbus Company, been nerfed. Which is really funny. They, killed him. Mast3r Zak, max every Otis ID and my life will be yours. I'm pretty sure slavery is illegal. I don't think you're allowed to own a person. Even if I maxed out all my Otis IDs, which, realistically, probably wouldn't even cost that much real-world money. Like, I don't think I can own a person. Like, as enticing as that might, like, be to some people, I don't think you're allowed to do that. They ran out of croissants? Oh, no. Did you say bleed count positive? It's not sinking or rupture? True. But yeah, bleed teams are really good. It's really funny. Trace right now is struggling with the game and is like, oh, I need to switch to sinking. No, you don't. You've got two of the best bleed IDs in the game. Manager of La Mancha Land Dawn and Ring Pointless Yi Sang. Like, you don't need to do that. Zach, can you look in Limbus chat? Sure, I can. But yeah, don't worry, we're gonna get to the game. I just gotta, like, make sure that Limbus Company has enough time to load so it doesn't, like, glitch out again. BokGak. You got WARP Meursault? BokGak. Oh no. I'm sorry, Wei. That happened. I got the wrong bleed Meursault too. Limbus Company's gambling machine. Uh-oh. Yeah, I might need to, like... Why is this happening? Like, I'm clicking on things. Okay, there. Okay, wait, hold up. Did I fix it? I fixed it. I fixed it. I fixed it. Oh my gosh. You guys saw that. It was, like... glitched the heck out. Play the kazoo. I don't have the kazoo with me right now, sadly. Oh wait, this is how you get announcers? Oh. I kind of want the T-Corp temporary special investigators announcer. That's a really funny one, but I guess these stay forever. I don't really want to do another 70 polls. If we were like 180, I would do it, but like that's cool. Anyways, let's get down to business. We gotta defeat the Huns, or something like that. Also, we are gonna get an announcer through this anyway, which is pretty cool. And also 20 poll tickets to refund my losses. It's spammed in colors. The BokGak is spammed in. True. Wait, wasn't there something I was supposed to do? Oh yeah, upside this to upside 4. Yeah, no, we're fine. My beautiful R-Corp soldiers already know. Got Mercedes and Heathcliff on my first poll. Shorg, you did good. That's good. I'm happy for you. Also, I love that there's a warning thing here. Like there's gonna be like a scary battle. Like, buddy, it's a book. Like, there's no combat here. Like, are we afraid of reading? Like, what? Look, it's like warning. Oh, the Northern Fixer, and it's like, buddy, it's a book. It's a book. Nothing bad's gonna happen. The book isn't gonna like close its like pages and bite your fingers. It's just a book. The scary and ominous book. Dude, we got into a story module in the first like 14 minutes of this stream. This would not have been possible if my friends were here. Oh no. Afraid of reading? True. I am afraid of reading. This place is huge. That was my first impression of the warp. Also, by the way, we're gonna be like going over this a lot quicker because A, I need to get through this event soon, and B, we've already like know what happens. But I will be. Oh! Dude, the Roblox characters, when they take damage... I have to not press the button. I was like, oh yeah, we're gonna be going through this fast. The evil button. Oh no. But yeah, I will be, like, analyzing some text, but, like, if, like, I don't know, like, Gregor, Rhodia, like, Otis, and, like, I don't know, like Yi Sang start a conversation that's not relevant to like the topic, I'm gonna like, you know, okay, like chop chop. Apprehension, sheer possibility. She might be separated from Rashanade. True! So each nest has one of these massive structures in them. It's called a train station, Dante.
나라고 알겠냐?
That's a good Heathcliff noise, too. Remember, chat, I'm still looking for sinner noises for the thing. So I need, like kind of like sad or angry. That's a good, like, sad noise. Yeah! Towards Meursault with his chin. What did he say? I didn't read the dialogue. Oh, I know anything about what they're asking?
모든 워프 열차 승강장은 그 둥지의 특징과 걸맞는 조형과 건축으로 도시 내에서도 유명하다. 승강장의 모습 그 자체로도 도시 명물 중 하나라고 칭송하는 이도 적지 않지.
Cultural cornerstones of the city. True! No matter who you are, no matter where you come from in the city, you all got a train station. That's the thing that can bring you all together. You all got a train station that sends you to a temporary hell dimension that lasts for literally thousands of years, where your life is extended, and then it's erased and then your mind is erased every single day. That's the cultural cornerstone of the city. Oh no. I have no idea when it happened, but Heathcliff started treating Meursault like a walking encyclopedia from time to time. It's so funny, because, like, this doesn't carry through the rest of the story. I don't remember a single time Heathcliff has asked Meursault, like, hey, what's this about? Like, he literally just talks to Dawn now, and that's it.
메르소군! 메르소군!
Meursault! True! Young...
저자는 서부에서 온 해결사가 맞는가?
True! Is that passenger over yonder one from the west? That's a good Meursault noise.
아니다. 저자의 복장은 가죽 재질과 금속재 방어구가 아니라 원단으로 만들어졌군. 저런 직물 스타일은 남북을 따지지 않지만 서부에서는 보기 드문 동부의 복식이기에.
North and South, they are largely considered to be an Eastern fashion trend, rarely seen among Western.
조금만 천천히 불러주시오.
True. See, Dawn pays attention to what other people are saying. She even takes notes. No one pays attention to what she says, but she takes notes on what other people say.
그럼 북부는 추운 날씨 탓에 펑퍼짐한 패션을 하고 있다고.
You can hear the train system in the background. That's such a cool detail. I was gonna say there's no sound or like song in the background because I can see via OBS that there's like literally nothing. But then the PA system. That's why they get it as an announcer. That's so cool. In part regarding the fashion of the northern region, I have once inspired in a magazine their garbed in puffy, loose-fitting outfits, unfavorably so given the cooler climate of the region.
그것은 바로 코앞에 있는 자를 관찰해보면 알 수 있다.
An opportunity for first-hand observation stands before you. True. True. That's a good disappointed Dawn. No, I feel like she's got some noises when she's like angry. Anyways, if any of you have any good sinner noises that aren't them saying words and that are just like emotions, please get audio clips of those and send them to me via Discord. I need them for future videos. It would be very much appreciated. What? Dude, me when the tea kettle is ready, so I can make hot chocolate. That's not me when that's the POV. You are the tea kettle. I'm stupid. Anyways, what? That's such a good voice. That's such a good voice. Oh my gosh. Wait, hold up. That's literally peak. That sounds like a baby crying. You know those baby monitors that like parents will have in their like children's room that's like the little like radio walkie-talkie thing? This is literally exactly what that sounds like. That's so funny. That's literally a baby monitor. Oh. 3 seconds of screaming duet, one of utter fascination, the other of unmagnitude frustration.
뭐야? 귀가 멀어버릴 뻔했잖아.
They got like little muffled voices. Dude, this is such a... Oh my gosh. I didn't, like... This is not what I thought the voice for this character would be, but it fits so well. It fits so well.
대체 뭐야? 귀가 멀어버릴 뻔했잖아.
Because it's just a normal person. Like in any other fictional setting, this would be like a super like, oh, cyber character. And they would have a voice that's like, or but it's like the voice, this is like the voice of a normal person. This is a normal person, because this is a normal person in the city.
니도 마찬가지였거든.
You're the one to talk. Dude, their voice is literally quiet.
나는 고막 가상음악대를 넓혀놨다고. 정신 나갈 뻔했네.
So you got that, you put an audible frequency range implant in your ears and you're complaining about the audible frequency implant making your sounds louder. Brother in Christ, you put the implant in your ears! You made the sandwich!
촌놈들처럼 왜 그러고 길을 단체로 막고 있는 거야?
The fact that their voice is muffled makes it so much better.
아이씨, 기껏 원정 왔는데 목표를 놓쳐서 짜증나 있는 상태인데.
Aw, I'm sorry, Fixer from the North. Things about to be a lot worse once you get on that train, buddy. I'm sorry.
진 않나? 처음 타보는 거?
Oh no. I'm making my dream game with 3 modelers and 1/4 of a coder. Yo. Very nice. Hold up, what's the audio? I was like, did I turn off the background music? No, background music is maxed. They just don't have background music in the scene. It's very eerie.
심지어 워프 열차 왕복권은 내 삽이었다고.
Oh no.
아이, 저 조심해. 그렇게 무기를 든 채로 팔 4개를 붕붕 흔들면.
Yeah, dude, literally. Oh, I'm literally. It's every single time. It's every single time that someone is I'm realizing that this is a pattern that I hadn't picked up on before because he only started doing it to Dawn recently, and that made me like lock in and be like, Gregor. But he is constantly compensating or like pushing the blame on other people to like distract from himself. He's like, whoa, watch out. If you keep swinging your arms around, you might seriously hurt somebody. The guy with a scythe for an arm is saying this? The scythe for an arm guy is saying this? I'm realizing that he's trying to like compensate for his insecurities. Huh. When he's not doing it to Dawn, I don't feel like immediate rage, and I'm able to like analyze what the meaning of this scene might be. However, if this was Dawn, I would be
혹시 그대의 옷차림에 대해 조금 더 자세히 관찰해봐도 괜찮겠는가? 오, 그래, 그 포즈로!
She's so happy.
이왕이면 5분 정도만 가만히.
She's so happy. Oh, she doesn't know what's gonna happen. She doesn't know what's gonna happen.
미쳤냐?
The Fixer, with a particularly prosthetic arm, spent a few venting several of his numeral grievances at us before storming off to a different platform.
역시 도시는 넓고 특이한 자들은 많군.
See, with that voice, I have to say that I did not think they were a he. However, Dante could also be wrong, because Dante's wrong about like 90% of things. So like, who knows? Let her dream, don't tell her? Oh no, true. To be technical, it's more like a mantis's sickle. True, yeah. Yeah, it's not a curved sickle. It's more of a, did I say scythe? Yeah, it's not. I was thinking more in terms of like the like blade ends of like a forged thing. It's more similar to a straight scythe than a curved sickle. But it is a mantis's sickle. Ah, indeed, 'tis grand, this city of sundry odd personalities. It's so funny. It's so funny that she thinks she's the normal one. Oh, I'm so sorry, Don Quixote. Dude, this is like when like Cheeky and Alexiel were like, oh yeah, you have like ADHD. And I'm like, no, I don't think I do. I think that like everyone thinks like this. I think that this is how like people normally think. And they're like, oh, buddy. Oh, he doesn't know. He doesn't know. And I'm like, oh no. Dawn is a creature. I love it. True.
저 사람도 똑같이 생각했을걸요.
Pretty sure he was thinking the same thing. It's so funny that they got this as the voice actor for, like, he.
심지어 워프 열차 왕복권은 내 삽이었다고.
Like, I'm gonna be so for real.
아이씨, 기껏 원정 왔는데 목표를 놓쳐서 짜증나 있는 상태인데. 워프 열차 처음 타보는 촌놈들처럼 왜 그러고 길을 단체로 막고 있는 거야?
Has there ever been, like, I'm not sure about the whole ProjectMoon lore. I don't know if, like, Ruina is voiced or something like that. Has there ever been, like, a specifically stated he character that has a voice this feminine?
워프 열차 처음 타보는 촌놈들처럼 왜 그러고 길을 단체로 막고 있는 거야?
Just because their voice is feminine doesn't mean they are he. No. I'm not saying that. I'm not saying that. I am not saying that. I'm just saying because, to be fair, sprite-wise, there's no, like, noticeable tell for, like... in my eyes, they're non-binary, basically. So, I'm just confused about what information Ishmael is going off of, and Dante is going off of, that's making them scream, ah yes, that's he. Considering what their voice sounds like. There is a female character that looks no, I'm not saying about looks, I'm saying about, like, voices. Because I feel like even if a character looks, like, androgynous and stuff like that in ProjectMoon, I feel like the voices are always, like, kinda, like, feminine or masculine to each thing, yeah. He's probably a Rimuru fan and wanted to sound like him. Maybe, yeah. Bro, you're talking about a guy whose entire body got replaced by a prosthetic. That's true, that's true. I'm just saying I was assuming their gender, but also the sinners are assuming their gender. So, like, neither of us are technically in the right.
전신이 의체인 사람은 역시 도시엔 흔한 걸까요?
This is such a necessary Sinclair line to be voiced. I'm glad BokGaks are a thing, because, like, this is such a necessary Sinclair line. We do still need to remember that every time Sinclair sees somebody with prosthetics, he, like, literally freaks out and has PTSD. He literally remembers his dead parents. The first thing he sees when he sees someone with prosthetics is his dead parents looking back at him. And also the, like, disgust he has and fear of himself becoming, like, covered in prosthetics. He is traumatized. Also, hello, Animac, and hello, Danielle. Danjiel. And hello, Oakley, as well. Welcome, welcome. And TV. Welcome, welcome. And Donut. Lots of new people here. Hello, hello. Not everyone that I listed was new, though. Or I just can't remember your names because YouTube changed the names. I can no longer see your usernames. I see your ats now, which is really crazy that they changed that. What you playing? We're playing Limbus Company. Oh, that's so cool. Wait, we've got somebody here who's just joining because it's like a stream. Oh, that's so cool. Not because it's like Limbus Company? Oh wait, no, never mind. They used the word Kanto. Okay, so they kind of know. This is the Murder on the Warp Express BokGak. So it's it's the intervallo that is re-released because it's voiced. You play that too? Okay. Very nice, very nice. Sorry, your just initial message of what you playing, I was like, wait, is this just like someone who has no idea about anything here? Let's go. Time to convert them. That's when Virgilius slowly walked up to our group.
그럼
Well then,
도착해서
we'll rendezvous at the
만나도록 하지.
destination. Dude, Virgilius, like, as much as he acts like, oh my gosh, I have to deal with all these, like, like this ragtag band of misfits, oh, I have to discipline them. Bro's got it easy. He literally gets to, like, not have to deal with, like, anything. He's just chilling. He's just chilling. According to Hohenheim, lust is a desire to plant part of yourself into another person, so in a way, Cromer was lusting for Sinclair? Got Wild Hunt on Heathcliff, sorry for spoilers. That's not a spoiler, don't worry. I'm up to date on the game. I'm not up to date on Ruina or Lobotomy Corporation. I have played, like, I don't know, half of Lobotomy Corporation. I played Lobotomy Corporation before I played Limbus, but I'm really bad at the game. No, I'm good. I'm goated. I'm just playing the long con or something. I don't know. But yeah, Cromer was lusting for we know that Cromer was lusting for Sinclair. It's not in a way Cromer was lusting for Sinclair. Cromer was lusting for Sinclair. Cromer was like, wait, I'm sorry. No. Cromer, like, it's not up to interpretation. Cromer wanted Sinclair. Just as Damien wants Sinclair, so does Cromer. They want to do different things, but, like, it's kind of the same, you know?
붉은 시선께서는 함께 하시지 않은 것이요?
Aww, the illustrious red gaze.
W사의 정책상 색을 부여받은 자는 별도로 마련된 열차를 사용해야 한다더군.
Yeah, they gotta board the, like, special part of the train. They gotta board the first class. Oh god, we hope this guy doesn't get the ability to... Because remember, in the ProjectMoon universe, the more you, like, fight, like, you can get better. You can get stronger. Like, this is one of those universes where, like, XP and leveling up are, like, kinda canon. Dog, if he's got infinite time, and he's a color fixer, and he's in the infinite, like, dimension, dog, he's gonna, he's gonna break out of the train and just, like, start soloing things. Also, hello, Taser, welcome. What's up, Goober? We're trying to finally actually start this intervallo. I've banned Cheeky. Cheeky's no longer allowed here. And by the way, I'm not new. Oh, sorry about that. I'm new in this stream. Oh, okay. Then, yes. First class plus. True.
1등석에도 1등석이 있는 거야?
The first class plus! Hold up.
어딜 가나 특색은
That's a
날개
color
차원에서
fixer for you, I
특별대우를
guess.
해주나
Special
보네.
treatment from the wings no matter where he goes. Well, yeah, he's a color fixer. The only reason the wings give special privileges to color fixer is because they realized that the color fixer could, like, do things that, like, not take on the head. Like, a color fixer can't solo the head, but a color fixer can, like, mess up some stuff. Like, it's a cost-benefit analysis, where you gotta treat the color fixers well, or else they're gonna cause a major trouble. Like,
카로는 돌아가고
Cheeky
싶어.
will come back once this is over, though. Cheeky's not banned. I literally just cannot have her in VC while I'm playing this, because then I won't. We've literally tried to stream this twice, and both of those streams, one of those streams didn't even become Limbus Company. Charon wants to go back to Mephi. Mephi will be lonely. You will be stuck in the infinite dimension for eternity.
서로 맛이 다른 사탕을 3번이나 사주면서도 말하지 않았나?
Aww.
화물칸에는
Dude, he's literally like a father.
카론.
Aw, dude, Virgilius is like, I think the second the thing with you guys are caught up to date on the story. If you're not caught up to date on the story, like, you guys aren't Trace. Everyone here is caught up to the story. I'm just assuming you are. The second, like, I think Virgilius did the whole fight with Sancho thing that I was waiting for to happen, and then was like, don't worry, you don't have to, like, do all this scary stuff you don't want to do. You do not have to become the leader of La Mancha land, you are a sinner and nothing more. Like, I was like, wait a second. Virgilius is kind of goated. Virgilius is kind of goated. They kind of don't want to cause a fight with people who have the power to destroy a good amount of a district. True, that's what I'm saying. They're a little bit scared. They're a little bit scared. You're caught up to the 3rd node of Warp Train. I'm willing to spoil myself. How long have you been in this channel, Animac? Oh no, I'm so sorry. The things I have said. Well then, Miss Faust. Yes. Faust's design looks like really good in the the sepia color, I'm realizing. It makes her look kind of like pink. Virgilius, after exchanging a knowing look and a nod with Faust, escorted the particular peeved Charon away.
단테, 저희는 이쪽으로.
Proceed. We followed Faust's guidance to the entrance of our train car. Yeah. Bro, it's just...
와, 색도 좀 돌아오는 걸?
True.
그리고 이게 말로만 듣던 웰컴 푸드 앤 드링크.
True.
그래, 한두 푼도 아닌데 이런 것쯤은 있어줘야지.
True. First class food and drink. Steal it all, Rhodia. They're gonna steal your food later. You gotta steal it all right now. The general response to this room was a surprise at the rows upon rows of expensive-looking, sizable capsules. Flash freeze hibernation, huh? I guess it literally freezes our bodies in a flash. Faust, are these flash freeze hibernation devices safe? It's one of these lines. I think it was Dawn's line where I was like, oh, if only this intervallo was voiced.
안전.
Please elaborate on your exact definition of safe. These things are supposed to freeze us solid, right? Can we really come back from something like that?
일시적인 사망 상태에 이르는 것은 맞지만 세포가 손상될 새도 없이 동결하는 것이니까요. 일반적으로는 문제 없습니다.
I'm gonna be so for real, chat. I would not take a warp train no matter what. Actually, I would prefer taking the warp train with the actually, I don't know. Because, dude, what if this kills your consciousness? Because you're dead. Actually, to be fair, I feel like the city has, probably, consciousness protections that make sure you're still yourself and, your train of consciousness is, continued. Because it is the city, and that's what matters to the city, and what is a human. So okay, that's probably.
동결 시에 발생하는 밀도의 증가나 수분 결정이 날카로워져 세포를 훼손하는 문제도
Oh
이 모델은
no.
전부 해결한 것으로 파우스트는 알고 있답니다.
Frozen water molecules? Uh-oh. Dude, water's the main villain of this game. I missed about half of what you said, but your point is that it's safe, right?
적어도 파우스트가 알고 있는 선에서는 그렇습니다. 혹여 문제가 있더라도 결국 도착 시에는
Oh,
완전히
yeah.
돌아오니
Yeah,
문제가
even if
없는
they
것도
die,
하지
they just
않겠죠.
come back. Oh yeah, that's yeah, I forgot about that. Yeah.
야, 안전하다는 걸 저렇게 길게 말하는 것도 재주다, 재주.
Faust, Virgilius, Straui? Wait, I literally... when people started bringing this up, I was like, you guys are literally insane. They have never talked to each other before. They've never stood in the same room. But, this line alone, I kinda see it. I thought you guys were crazy before, but I kinda see it. The way he said that, now that this intervallo is voiced, the way Heathcliff said that, I kinda see it.
네, 파우스트는 모든 방면에서 재주가 있으니까요.
She's giving him a look, too. You know what, Chad? I kinda see it. I kinda see it. That's a smirk. That's a smirk. And meanwhile, Dante taking the role of the rules card in the middle. Oh, no. Okay, but that still leaves a lot to be worried about. Just as I was wondering, however, I realized there was something odd about the way she phrased that answer. Interesting. As far as Faust is aware, are you saying that it could be wrong? Yes.
파우스트는 대체로
A
틀리지
general rule,
않습니다.
Faust does not err.
하지만
However, Faust
신도
is
아니죠.
also not a divine being. That means there are divine beings, because Faust usually speaks in terms that are like real and tangible. Gods possibly exist in the city. Actual divinity exists. That's crazy.
파우스트가 아직 구하지 못한 정보도 세상에는 존재합니다.
Okay.
그렇기 때문에 사실은 말할 수 있어도 진실과는 어긋날 수 있는
Okay.
것이죠.
True. Okay.
그래도 1등석이 좋긴 좋네. 피사 정도면 북부 끝자락에 있는 지역인데
They don't
눈을
call it first
감았다가
class for
뜨면
nothing.
도착이라니.
It's technically not first class though, because the colors get an even more first class.
준비되었는가, 로신한테요. 이제부터 길고 긴 야정이 시작되는 걸세.
And that's the reason this intervallo had to be voiced. We needed hoo-ha, hoo-ha, hoo-ha from Don Quixote. Literally cinema. Literally cinema. Literally cinema.
그러고 보니까 돈키호테.
They never stood in the same room, and they are constantly in the bus. I meant that as, like, they never stood in the same room, like, together. Like, alone, kinda. Yeah. The city would force you to still think during your death. True.
그 신발 빨긴 하는 거야?
Oh, no. Rhodia, why do you have to call her out like that in front of everyone else? Where'd that come from, Rhodia? True, also, like, random, like, oh, I need to have an exposition drop so that the narrative can continue? Like, what is that?
아니, 생각해보니까
no.
우리 그 고래 뱃속에서
Why did
한참
she
갇혀
think about
있었을 때 기억이 고래가 터지면서 온갖 찌꺼기들이 다 묻었었잖아. 옷이랑 신발 할 거 없이.
그랬죠.
Also, why'd you have to bring up, like, the thing that, like, Ishmael... Oh, no.
그래서 우리 그 살점이랑 피 같은 옷들 세탁하느라 고생 좀 했었고.
별로 유쾌한 기억은 아니지만
Yeah, exactly!
그랬었죠.
Why are you bringing this up? Ishmael doesn't want to talk about this.
그때 돈키호테 혼자 저 운동화를 끝까지 안 벗고 버티고 있었다니까.
Why would she take her shoes off in the whale? Now you're speaking like a crazy person, Rhodia.
듣고 보니 좀 꼬질해 보이긴 하네요.
Also, Rhodia, why are you paying attention to people's feet that intently? Wow, 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 wow. I don't know, Rhodia. That's kind of suspicious. That's kind of suspicious. Also, hello, Cheeky. How's it going? How are you today? Rhodia's giving us exposition. Giving us, randomly is just like, hey, why does Dawn not choose? But yeah, turns out, Cheeky, I'm still, like, normally very slow at clearing things, even if no one's here to talk to directly.
기사를 본 적이 있는가?
I do talk to chat more frequently. I will say the difference is, instead of talking to you, I talk to chat. I ask thee, dead compatriots, hast thou ever witnessed an errant knight who leaves the side of their beloved steed? Oh
기사
my
자체를 본
god.
적이 없는데.
Can't say I've ever witnessed a knight before, though. Gregor. Put your coat down. Put your coat down and get your arm out of her face. And don't you ever say you've not seen a knight before. Gregor, you're looking at one. And unless you want to go night-night, I suggest you start complimenting that knight. You missed it, Cheeky. You missed it, Cheeky. I was nice to Gregor. I was nice. I was, like, analytical. Because he did this to another person, and I was like, wait a second, I understand why he's doing this, because he's projecting and he's compensating for his own fears about how dangerous he is to other people that are around him. Because he was talking about, like, the prosthetic person, like, just swinging around their, like, arms everywhere. And I'm like, wait, your arm's dangerous, and yeah. But, like, the second he's in front of her, and I analyze this about myself as well, is I can think about him objectively when it's any other character besides Don Quixote. But the second he gets near her, I'm like, I'm gonna strangle you. Don't you dare say anything like that to her again. Oh no. If we made Ishmael shoe tying homoerotic, then what are we supposed to do about the fact Rhodia brought up Dawn's shoe filth unprovoked? And then commented that she didn't take her shoes off during the whale, which is like weird. Why would you take your shoe? I think the implications of that are that Rhodia at some point took her shoes off during the whale, which is even more concerning than like anything. The like 20-minute Deltarune theory tangent was pretty egregious, to be fair. Cheeky, it was not 20 minutes. I went back to like look at to get like clips. Cheeky, it was not 20 minutes. It was like 45. It was a long time. Then thou shalt know, starting now. Behold, hearken it, and remember it well. True! Remember it well, Gregor.
저자들은 단 한순간도 조용히 있는 법이 없군.
Otis, you don't even have justification to be racist yet. You're not even like racism mode against her yet. I'm gonna oh, Gregor. You know what? You're off the hook. Gregor, just stand back. Just go to the other room real quick. Otis, you're not even racist to her yet. What do you mean you're still on her case? What do you mean? What do you mean? Anyways.
와.
Oh, thank you, Honglu. Thank God.
이런 곳에 와보신 적이 있나 봐요.
Thank God. Oh, Honglu. Oh, okay. It was a good conversation. No, it was. I'm just saying, it was not 20 minutes. I came back an hour into the stream and you guys were still on the first node. We didn't get to the first node till like almost 2 hours into the stream.
뭐 옛날에는 이런 비슷한 VIP 좌석을 제공받고는 했지. 유난 떨 필요는 없다.
This needed to be voiced because I can tell that she's lying. It may be. I'm not sure. I don't think she's telling the truth. This is like, even though we know Otis was a war hero / criminal who killed hundreds of thousands of people, I don't think she's telling the truth fully. Because, like, she said that in a very, like, wavering voice while also, like, looking away. Otis, who was sitting there shaking her legs, suddenly asked Faust a question.
어이, 1등석에는 한 번도 사고가 난 적 없었던 거.
여러분의 불안감 조성을 방지하기 위해 워프 열차에서 일어났던 사고에 대한 기록들은 열거하지 않겠습니다.
Boss, you can't do that. You can't just say, like, yes, in order to prevent unnecessary anxiety, I am not gonna share how many accidents have happened. Dude, if I'm there, which, by the way, in spirit, I am at Sinclair, I'm freaking out. Wait, what do you mean? Beep.
곧
Looks like the
출발하려는
train's
건데요?
about to depart.
P사행 PW612 워프 열차
True.
곧 탑승 수속을 마감합니다.
Warp announcer. Felt like a podcast? True. I'm realizing, like, the JoJo podcast was such a good idea. It's such a shame that, like, it's never gonna happen. Oh, no. The sinners who were either leisurely enjoying their complimentary snacks or taking a look around the first-class car suddenly became a lot busier.
그럼 너무
Then
늦기
let
전에
us hurry
탑실에
and enter our
들어가도록 하죠.
capsules before it is too late. Oh, no, why isn't this... The other sinners made it into their capsules, no problem, but... I felt like I was the only one who was fumbling.
긴장하셨나요?
Dude! That's such a good Dante line. Dante fumbling the bag. Are you nervous, Dante? I think so.
워프 10분 전.
Initiating warp in 10 minutes. Dog, I'd be so annoyed if I had to take a warp train, because, like, bro, it's supposed to take, like, 2 seconds. Why do I have to spend 30 minutes, like, getting on the train and, like, preparing?
제가 돕도록 하죠.
Allow me to assist you. Stand as though you are leaning back
우선 내부에
and...
기댄다는 느낌으로 서신 뒤
Faust expertly. I love this image. Oh, look at how happy she is over like literally getting frozen to death. She's so happy. They're literally freezing her to death, and she's like, "Yippee, yippee!" Oh, look at all the other sinners. Look, dude, Yi Sang's kind of aura farming. Wait, what? This is the first like kind of like Yi Sang power stance pose, and look at him. He's aura farming. He's actually aura farming. Look at this guy. And then there's Otis, Honglu, Ryushu. Try putting Dawn name first. True. He still missed your comment. Oh, I'm sorry. I don't want to talk about JoJo though. Oh no, I want to talk about Limbus and Deltarune. True. If we had a podcast, what would be the main theme? Yi Sang looking tough, not gonna lie. Yeah, no, he's actually literally just aura farming in this scene. Like I don't know why he decided to like lock in for getting frozen to death, but you know what? He locked in. Like he did. Like I can't like say that he didn't. That would be a lie. He's stanced up. Faust expertly guided me through the capsules, as though she'd done something like this before. Faust Discord. Yes. Wait, how much of the... You can't see... Faust Discord doesn't have access to the warp train. I don't know. This before. Then press the button inside the capsule and close the hatch. Do not worry too much. Wait, I'm also realizing... You know how Faust knows the outcome of everything the sinners do? I thought the sinners were, like, potentially unique. Because, like, the whole part of the narrative is like, oh, we exist in this world, and this world exists to, like, destroy all the other... Like, Herman's goal is to destroy all the mirror worlds, right? Or, like, something like that. And, like, Catherine in this world was able to destroy all other Catherines. So I was thinking, like, this is, like, the true world. Like, JoJo Bizarre Adventure Part 7 type, D4C vibes, where it's like, ah, yes, this is the true world, and we have access to all the other, like, offshoot worlds, but this is the true world where stuff happens. But if Faust knows the outcome of what the sinners are going to do, that means that there are other Limbus companies in the mirror worlds as well. There are other Dantes as well. All of the sinners exist in the mirror worlds as they are right now. That's so interesting to think about. We're gonna have to fight them at some point. There's no way there's not gonna be a battle. If I'm, like, getting this right, there's no way we're not gonna have a battle against a mirror world version of the sinners. That is just, like, a 12v12, like, and they're, like, slightly different. Like, maybe they have different hairstyles. Interesting. We will meet again in but a moment, Dante. I thought I heard a brief sigh, but the hatch shut tightly before I could ask her anything.
우리 열차는 이제 워프하겠습니다. 좌석 벨트가 단단히 매어졌는지 다시 한번 확인 부탁드립니다.
Gregor was shoved in the basement. He hate starts from childhood. That's true. We could literally start a Limbus podcast. We could. That would be a good idea. The last thing I saw before my capsule began to fill with gas was Faust climbing into her own capsule opposite of mine. Question. How do they get revived? Because this kills them. And I know the warp train brings them back to life, but it brings them back to life when they exit the train. Oh, actually, no, it probably brings them back to life. Like, yeah, never mind. Little did I know back then what she really meant by "we will meet again in but a moment." Huh? It's her first words, chat! Baby Faust's first words. It's Faust's first words. Not Faust, but Faust. Dante. They. Oh, that was such... I was so unprepared for that, Cheeky. Mama, I mean that. Oh, that was so good. He didn't read anything but TV. He'll read anything but TVs. Meaning he's never had childhood stories told to him. The reason why Gregor has never seen a knight is because he was trapped in a basement as a child by his own mother to be experimented on. Well, yeah, I know that. It's just that, like, he literally is looking directly at a knight. It's Dawn. One thing I knew for sure was an unexpected situation has occurred. That something had seriously gone wrong. I need to get in a combat module. I could, like, these stories, they don't die by being frozen. It's a death-like state. No, they said, like, they die, and then they just get brought back to life. Because they said rapid cell death. Oh my gosh, it's more story. Disappearing passengers. Dude, this really is like a warning you have to read. I forgot about that. We're here already? No. Wow, I guess that wasn't an exaggeration. It really did happen in the blink of an eye. You died! Anyways, Foss was giving me her usual look, which was completely lack of an emotive expression. Something had gone awry.
아니요. 도착하지 않았습니다.
Oh, she's got a little frown, and her eyes are slightly downcast. Oh my gosh, I didn't realize the Foss sprite was so much different than the Foss sprite. You literally aren't allowed to come back to life in the city? Well, that's why they do it in the other dimension. They, like, do it in the other dimension. Ignore the 27 different loopholes to that. Yeah, that, like... True. Huh? But once I finally came to and had some time to digest that odd reply, I looked at her face once again, and realized that her expression was more antsy than the usual by a microscopic minuscule degree. So, this train is still running.
그렇습니다.
Yes. Then, where are we?
어디인지 알 수 없는 좌표의 차원 어딘가를 표류하고 있을 것이라고 판단되네요.
True. You can't breathe, Dante. This is reflexive, not an actual breath. Sorry, but me when I like don't read the word in front of another word. Also, this is like a lot of like big vocab words for you, Dante. I see. Nope. But this is all just a part of the plan, right, Foss? That was unusually long silence from Foss.
절반은 맞고,
You are half
절반은
correct,
틀립니다.
yet half incorrect. Dude, she's still trying to talk like Foss does.
벌써 도착한 거야? 야, 진짜 눈 감았다가 뜨면.
아닙니다.
No.
뭐야? 진짜 도착한 거야? 정말 눈 감았다 뜨.
아닙니다.
No.
도착한 거예요? 생각보다 겁먹을 필요가 전혀.
아닙니다.
No. You weren't worried over nothing, Sinclair. Oh. Dude, he is not like... Oh, I didn't realize how this scene, like, plays out with voices. Bro is not, like, oh, that was really fast. Bro looks at Foss and is immediately starstruck. He's like, wait a second. Wait a second. Listen to that again. Listen to that again, chat. That is immediately like a... Whoa. Dude, he is thinking about her in a different light, chat. He is thinking about her in a different light.
아닙니다.
No.
아직 아무 말도 안 했네만.
I've not uttered a single word yet. Oh no. There's a brief cheer, a little followed by a flat tone of explanation, low to silence, several questions, sequence of events.
단테, 혼란스럽겠지만 우선 지금의 상황을 다시 한번 설명해.
그러니까 지금 이 열차는 아직도 운행
Train.
중이고.
우리는 어딘지도 모를 차원을 떠돌고 있다는 거냐?
The momentary fear in Heathcliff's voice was very needed. That did not come across through text. That was fear in his voice. That was literally just fear. That was like, listen to that again.
우리는 어딘지도 모를 차원을 떠돌고 있다는 거냐?
That's a fear response. That's crazy. Dude, hold up. I think I have to play on this own to listen. Forgot how fun this story was. True. Alright, have a good time, Cheeky.
그건 뭔가 멋있게 들리는군.
Oh no.
제일 중요한 건 이 모든 상황이 벌어질 걸 파우스트.
Foss knows all
당신은
outcomes,
처음부터 알고
except for
있었던
this
거.
one specifically.
그렇습니다.
뭐 하자는 거야, 당신?
You're just now, like, saying Faust, how could you, like, know all outcomes? Dog, we literally had to bring Sinclair to, like, literally Adolf Hitler and have him, like, experience the trauma of his family dying again. And now you're just being like, oh, what's wrong with you? Like, just now? She knew Yuri was gonna die. The sinners each began to voice their anger. Of course, it wasn't the first time Faust and Virgilius intentionally and knowingly omitted certain details about what's to come.
이게 말이 된다고 생각해? 여긴 계획이 틀어졌다고 문 열고 도망갈 수 있는 공간도 아니잖아.
Why are you mad, bro? We literally were told we have to do a mission in W Corp. We were literally told we have a job to do. Where else are we gonna do it but on the train? Bro is tilted. Calm down, Gregor. My god. That's crazy. Bro is tilted at Faust for knowing all outcomes. She said we had a job to do.
문을 연다 하여도 수천 내로 몸이 산산조각 날 것이다.
How do you know that?
그래도 파오, 앞으로 어떻게 할지 정도는 다 계획해 둔 거지? 그렇지? 그렇지?
Right? Faust, whom I had rarely ever seen at a loss for words, was unusually slow to respond. I know that the Fausts can't, like, be like, oh, hey, I like, am on the warp train right now and I know what's happening. But can't they, after they've been on the warp train, literally just tell the other Fausts, hey, this happened? Or is it not, like, can't they just tell, like, hey, when you're on the warp train, do this, this, and this?
뭐야?
I guess she has to remember
저 왜
that.
저렇게 얼빠진 모습인데?
True. She gives me a sideways glance. There must be something she can't discuss in front of the sinners. Guys, let's pause for a bit. She said that something unexpected's happened. The other sinners' anger was completely understandable. Not Gregor's! It also makes sense that this continued to the lack of communication was harming our trust in Faust. Alright. Dog, Faust actually got saved by the fact that they got a Bloodfiend on their team, and that was revealed, because everyone's suspicions, everyone's doubts towards Faust was immediately swifted to like, just the fact that Sancho exists. Oh no. Zach, my dev team is tweaking out. Oh no. You're a lesbian for Sancho's father, Cheeky. God, no. Yeah, not that Dawn. Father Dawn is not the same as Dawn. Oh, no. But just letting things play out might really turn everyone against Faust, and for good. Besides, I doubt Faust woke us up in the middle of the trip just to spite us. First things first, I say all the words inside my head. I'm tired of the way that things have been. Woo, the way that things have been. Woo. Dude, it's crazy that they can, like, imagine the dragons. Like, that takes a lot of, like, imagination and creativity to be able to do that. Like, I can only, like, kind of picture a dragon, but they can, like, fully imagine it. Tell us what's going on, Faust. All of it. All in a way that we can all understand. Let's hear her out first. Is that okay with you guys? If you say so, I'll go along with it. Dude, I forgot that Dante's like still her like compass.
그래. 화만 내서 해결된 일이 별로 없긴 했지.
True. Wait, I actually have a question. This is very important. Does Heathcliff's bat change depending on... We can't go back and check this now, so I'll just have to trust you guys. Does Heathcliff's bat change its image depending on whether you played the Arknights event from the very beginning of the game or after Canto 6? Does it change if you're caught up to date with the story from Revenge to Remember? It might actually, because they did like... That would be very interesting if his bat changes. Huh. Interesting. Fine, I suppose losing my rag rarely ever did anything.
감사합니다.
It did a lot, actually, Heathcliff. Just not positively. The gist of Faust's explanation was as follows. The cause of this issue, as always, involved a certain contract and a unilateral decision from the higher-ups at Limbus Company. W Corp, yep. Mysterious, repetitive instances suspects to have been caused by a distortion after multiple failed attempts to resolve it on their own, of course. Hold up, I need to get something real quick. I'll be right back. Alright, back. It happens after Heathcliff's canto, so no. I know it does, it's just that, like, I know they were trying to, like, avoid spoilers. We would probably never know. I guess if a first-time, like, Arknights fan that's never played Limbus has streamed the game. Pretty sure during the stream it didn't change. Well, yeah, because I'm caught up to date on the story. It'd be weird if it did. Well, they wanted to not spoil people. You know? Oh, I guess it does reveal... Doesn't it, like, reveal at the very beginning that Shichun is the hierarch? Which is, like, kind of insane. Because that, like... They, like, baited us into thinking Shichun was gonna die for so long. Insane thing to just, like, spoil the day one Limbus players. Yeah. Also, after multiple failed attempts to resolve it on their own, I'm pretty sure... I'm pretty sure we talked about this before. Cassetti's not the thing that's making the warp trains like have people disappear.
뒤틀림 현상 자체는 문제가 없었을
He just
겁니다.
kind of like showed up.
저희가 가진 정보와 일치한다면 워프 열차가 도착하는 대로 그 뒤틀림은 W4의 처치를 받아 승객으로 돌아갔을 테니까요.
True.
하지만
True.
사라진다니?
Spirited Away?
열차에서는
Dude, I love that movie.
그럴 수 없지 않은가?
Goated? Miyazaki movie? Studio Ghibli? Dawn would be a fan of Spirited Away. It's such a good movie. Actually, wait! No, I literally remembered. We gotta do a Studio Ghibli watch along with Shiki, Alexiel, and Jay, because I'm pretty sure they've admitted to me. They've confessed their guilt that they've never watched a Studio Ghibli movie. So I guess if you guys want to see a watch along where we watch like probably like one Studio Ghibli movie per watch along, but like definitely get through like the top 10 Studio Ghibli movies. If you guys want to see us watch the Studio Ghibli movies, make sure to let me know. I feel like that would be fun. You can also do photography in Photoshop. That's crazy. I can do photography in Photoshop, and I know that like it takes a while to learn those.
그 부분을 포함하여 저희가 이유와 결과를 알아내야 하겠죠. 그 점이 이번 오해를 만든 가장
That's so messed up. Dog, we gotta do a job and you're not... You hired us to do a plumbing job. You hired us to do a plumbing job, and you didn't tell us where the pipes are. How can you not share anything about the train? Oh my gosh, these guys are, like, actually frauds. To be fair, we would have just told Hubert about what was going on, because we trust him. True. True.
대신 이 동면 캡슐을 언제든지 여닫을 수 있는 마스터 카드 키를 받았으니
MasterCard. Dude, that's what Faust pays with. She don't got a Visa, she got a MasterCard.
의뢰를 해결하면 저희는 메피스토 팰리스에서 이야기했던 대로 동면 캡슐로 돌아가 안전하게 도착할 수 있겠죠.
날개라는 건 왜 하나같이 이 모양인 건지.
True.
중요한 단서는 전부 감추고 정답을 찾아오라고 하는 건
True.
좀 불친절한 것 같네요.
That is unkind, Honglu.
적어도 T사에서는 멋진 배지도 주고
True.
대표님이 조수로 따라와서 이것저것 설명해 주셨는데 말이에요.
My goat Hubert. I'm so sad this line didn't show up while me and Shiki were debating whether or not Hubert was a good guy. Literally, he's goated. My goat Hubert. See, he's so nice. Cheeky, you're literally right here. Look. They're saying how nice. Hong Lu is saying how nice Hubert is in compared to all of the other corps. True. I actually tried to make this happen, but in between him then and him not making time for it, Epic jumped this shark and I started hating it. Wait, what? Wait. Hubert mentioned I'm leaving? Wait, no, I have a question, Cheeky. Wait, you've already watched the Studio Ghibli movies? Sounds like Miss Foss was stuck between a rock and a hard place herself. What is the phrasing of this, like, mean for the Sinclair? Rock. Hard place. I don't know. Alright, Gregor, like, you gotta stop. Buddy. See, this is the issue. You guys get mad at me for crashing out at Gregor, but he, like, gets mad at all the other sinners for, like, no reason. Like, he does the exact same thing.
맞아요. 이해가 아주 안 되는 건 아니지만 파우스트 씨의 행동이 하나하나 감시당하고 있는 건 아니잖아요.
Oh, hey, that's us, chat. There is something.
그건
That is... But not everyone is willing to let this go without saying their piece. Foss is like, yeah, there literally is something, like, surveilling us at all times. Herbert knows about what happens on the trains because they literally have a deal with W Corp. Wait, yeah, true. They literally are trying to take over W Corp. I forgot about that.
다음엔 참고하도록 하죠.
Oh, no, T Corp is not trying to take over W Corp, sorry. T Corp is trying to keep W Corp afloat so they can have an economic partner. It's Q Corp that's trying to take over W Corp, I forgot.
그랬어.
그래, 뭐 일단 일은 벌어졌으니까 여기서 평생 썩어야 하는 상황은 피한 것 같고.
True.
그 부분을 관리자님과 잠시 상의해 보도록 하겠습니다.
Discuss? But discussing things with other people is very unlike Faust. What are we discussing, Faust?
목소리는 낮추는 게 좋을 것 같군요, 단테.
Oh wait! The reason that Faust can't tell other Faust what happens on Warp Train and what she needs to do in the story is because her mind gets wiped after they leave the Warp Train. That's so true! Wait! Chat, it literally is like that because... Oh, that's so smart! That makes so much sense! That's why Faust doesn't know what happened on the Warp Train. It's not just because she doesn't have access to Faust, it's because none of the Fausts can share this information because they get their memory wiped. Oh! That doesn't explain why she doesn't have memories of the Arknight universe, because her memory doesn't get wiped after that. Wait, no, it does! Her memory also gets wiped after the Arknight's universe! I forgot about that too, because they're like, oh, it's a dream, like, oh, I forgot what happened. Dude, it's literally that Faust's memory keeps getting wiped. Hold up! That's so smart. Dude, Kim Ji-hoon is genuinely a masterclass story writer. Because there's no way I would have thought of that. There's no way I would have thought of, hey, we need to make it so that the characters' memories get wiped. So that Faust realistically wouldn't have access to the Gesellschaft. Because then, yeah, that's so smart. Q Corp is trying to take over H Corp, not W Corp. Someone's trying to take over W. P Corp! P Corp's trying to take over W Corp. A dream? Insane, yeah. They thought it was a dream.
제젤 샤프트. 파우스트가 연결되지 않습니다.
Oh no. Oh no, she's so scared. W Corp is being replaced by a company being supported by Limbus Company. Oh right, true. We're trying to take over W Corp a little bit. I'm sorry, what? Yeah, we have instant transportation devices as well. Oh my god! We literally have a teleport, like we literally have better instant transportation because it doesn't require you to kill the people. Wait, literally Limbus Company's singularity is so much better than W Corp's. Wait, hold up. Hold up. Limbus Company is actually making some, like, actually insane plays. I didn't even realize that.
저는 파우스트의 정보를 열람할 수가 없는 상태입니다.
She looks so sad. Just like that, the ominous feeling I had turned out to be right. That's so true, because we have the instant transmission technology. That's so right. See, that's why Limbus Company is researching distortions. So that we can research the abnormalities that form from those distortions, so that we can possibly gain a singularity that is, like, valuable. Hold up. Anyway, time for the first combat experience. I love that it says, like, enemy info, question mark. Like, dude, we know what's gonna happen. Oh, the Bloodfiend team. Which I'm going to just reselect anyways, but...
문을
나를
원하신다면 소재가
자.
드디어 내 차례냐?
Oh wait, I forgot. You gotta be...
제 차례인가요?
드디어 내 차...
말뚝을
There we
쑤셔
go.
넣어주죠.
Limbus Company and Kim Ji-hoon are balling true.
닥쳐라, 해파. 누굴 팰지
Dude, the
내가
lore
정한다.
goes insane. Teleportation is not Limbus Company's singularity. I know it's not, but they have access to teleportation technology. Remember the tinted window truck that they pulled up with and that teleported us to the LCE laboratory? That's literally instant transmission. Like, that literally, like, did not take us, like, we didn't have to, yeah, whatever. What do you mean you can?
말 그대로입니다. 평상시에 얻을 수 있던 파우스트의 의견과 정보를 아무것도 얻을 수 없다는 뜻이죠.
True.
그럴 가능성을 배제할 수는 없지만
Wait, what did she not have access to fully?
확실하지 않습니다.
False answers have always been perfectly accurate in methodological. Yeah. I don't think that she ever said a sentence that was this full of speculation and doubt. Then Faust, right now, you're...
네.
Yes, at this moment, I am limited to
제가 갖고
utilizing
있는
only the
지식만을
knowledge that is in
활용하고
my
있습니다.
possession. My possession. She looks directly at the screen.
원인은 알 수 없습니다.
Cannot discern this cause this
차원과 이동에 의한
disconnection.
문제
More than
대비는
enough
충분했을 테지만
precautions have
아마
been taken in
파우스트는
case of
이런
interdimensional
예측
travel.
불가능한
But
차원과의
perhaps Faust did
연결까지는
not take into account
상정하지
an
않았던
occasion in which we
것이겠죠.
may have to access
혹은
an unidentified dimension.
상정했다 한들
Wait!
아직 교체가
I'm sorry.
못했을지도.
Faust can work in dimensions. It's just dimensions that they don't know about. It's just dimensions that... Oh my god. Faust and the Gesellschaft work only in dimensions that Faust and the Gesellschaft exists naturally. But this is a dimension that doesn't naturally have Faust and the Gesellschaft. The Arknights event didn't naturally have a Faust and a Gesellschaft. So it doesn't work. Hold up.
그것도 아니라면 아닙니다.
Oh no. She's
탑승
sad.
직전까지만 해도 파우스트의 연결이 끊기게 된다는 정보는 없었습니다. 솔직하게 말해
Oh no.
부분적인 당혹감을 느끼고 있는 상태입니다.
She's scared, chat. She's so scared. Dude, I like that she's like... I think it's kind of funny. I don't necessarily like, but like, it's kind of funny that like she's like scared and she's like, I don't know. And Dante's just like, alright, I get it for now. It's like, buddy. No wonder why like Yi Sang like kind of locked in. Now that changes everything. Dante cannot comfort anybody except for my Heathcliff. Buddy. Faust told me not to worry too much. Okay, this is just a minor setback. Nothing we can't beat, right? We got this. She's scared. I began to mutter like I was trying to convince myself. As the manager, my job is to calm everyone down and set their sights on the future, just as Foss did immediately before the hatch closed. If you're right about why you were disconnected, then that's a problem we solve once we're off the train. And if we do ever run out of options, I'll just turn the clock and see what happens. Don't stress yourself too much. We still have a lot to work with. Your knowledge, my, clock, the sinners, and... I can feel my confidence taking a hit with every word that came out of my metaphorical mouth. But that seemed to be enough for Foss. She nodded.
네,
Understood.
알겠습니다.
Zach, have you watched Epic the Musical on stream? I have not watched Epic the Musical ever.
그리고 수감자들에게는
To the sinners,
운행 중인 워프 열차에
the
있다는
fact that we are
것만으로도
currently confined to a warp train in
혼란스러워하는 것
operation must be
구태여
a source
파우스트의
of
현재
enough stress.
상태에
It would be
대해서는
best not to share Foss's
공유하지 않는
current
편이
state
좋을
with them
듯합니다.
and add unnecessary sources of tension. Huh?
뭐야? 그럼
What?
이
So
열차를
wreck in the
부숴도
store
다
ain't gonna...
뒤진다는
Oh wait, I
거야?
forgot. They speak. That's the whole point of a BokGak. They speak.
그러니까 히스클리프 씨 힘으로는 부술 수도 없다니까요.
여기서 10억 년 동안.
True! Dude, me and Sinclair would be thinking about that. Wait, it's a billion years? I thought it was like a couple thousand. Okay, never mind. A billion years, I would not be able to lock in. But like, I could theoretically white room torture myself for like 1,000 years. I think that could work. Yeah, that might be best.
그래서 이제 어떻게 하면 되는 거지?
Sweet.
객실을 샅샅이 수색하거나.
큰 틀에서는 맞다고 할 수 있겠네요.
In the grand scheme of things, yes. Foss cleared the air with a cough before continuing.
우선 이 열차는 운행을 시작한 후 A사 표준 시간을 기준으로 3일 정도 지난
That's
상태입니다.
it?
저는 림버스 컴퍼니와 W사의 계약 내용대로 캡슐에 비치된 마스터 카드키를 획득하고 3일 뒤에 자동으로 열리게끔
That's
설정했죠.
crazy. 3 days?
3일.
Dog, I'd wait like 7 bajillion years.
눈을 감았다가 떴을 뿐인 것 같았는데 동면이란 건 이런 느낌인가 봐요.
이미 알려진 대로 일반 석칸에서 1등 석칸으로 들어올 수 있는 방법은 없기 때문에 이곳은 아무런 변화가 없지만
Yeah, but what if they just lock in? Actually, that's why they don't allow color fixers, because they would just break in.
제 추측과 W사의 부실한 설명을 합쳐보면
That's what happened. Like a color fixer killed like a
문제의 상황이 진행
Corp
중일
big
것이라고
shot.
생각됩니다.
그 뭐야? 지들끼리 치고받고 싸우다가 팔다리 뜯고 그러는 걸 말하는 거냐?
아니요, 아니겠죠. 사흘 만에 그렇게 되는 거.
They start eating each other. Dude, it's like I don't remember what it was, but like I think it was like I was watching like a Northern Lion and friends like playing some game or something, and they were talking, and like one of their bits like stuck with me. It was like they were like talking about like them jumping in like an elevator, and like oh how they like would like oh yeah like my like father like would jump in an elevator, and then like as a joke, and then the elevator stopped. And then, like, one of them was like, at what point does he, like, go, oh, well, I have to eat my child now? And it's like, and I put that, like, not as eloquently as they put it, but, like, that's kind of like what Heathcliff's saying. It's been 3 days? Are they tearing each other limb from limb right now? It's like, no, Heathcliff. It's been 3 days. I find it so funny, Dante calling Heathcliff their Heathcliff. Like, bro, he is grieving from his dead situationship. True!
정확합니다. 제가 생각하기에는
In my opinion, it's...
잠시만 기다리게.
True! She's got a whisper. Just as Foss was about to continue, Don Quixote raised her index finger to her lips and signaled to her to be quiet.
뭔가 들리지 않는가? 흠난 아니 두드리는 소리인가?
Scratching, nay, rapping.
힘은 너머에.
Knees weak, arms are heavy, there's vomit on spread already. Mom's spaghetti, he's nervous. On the surface, he seems calm and ready to drop with me on forgetting. True. Dude, Eminem's past this gate. Oh no, half curiosity and half horror.
아무래도 저기에 무슨 파우스트군?
Lady Faust. distressful noise. Everyone turned their head to look at Faust, who closed her eyes briefly in thought.
잠시 비켜나시죠, 돈키호테. 직접 보고 대응하는 편이 나을 것 같습니다.
Oh no. With that, she produced the master keycard from her pocket and approached the panel installed next to the door.
뭐야, 잠깐. 이 문 열려는 거야?
히스클리프 씨의 평소 조언을 한번 따라보려고 합니다.
I've never seen Faust x Heathcliff Strowie. Like, I never realized it, and people were talking, and then the event was like, actually they're pretty similar, and I was like, what is it talking about? But like, you know what? I see it now. I see Faust Heathcliff Strowie. I don't think it's as good as ye saying Faust Strowie, but like, I can see it. I can see it.
고민하기보다 직접 몸으로 부딪히는 편이 때로는 더 나을 수도 있다는 거요.
True.
조언. 뭐 틀린 말은 아니지만.
Never mind. I no longer agree with it. Heathcliff is not into this. Heathcliff is not into this. He's like, you're weirding me out. You're listening to me? You shouldn't do that. Are you okay? Like, why are you listening to me? Oh no. The sad part about sleeping is that you have to wake up eventually. True. Dude, it was crazy. I woke up because my grandparents called me and they were like, hey, we're nearby. Do you want to get food? And I'm like, yeah, that sounds good. I just woke up. And they're like, okay, we'll give you 20 minutes. And I'm like, okay. And then I we went to go get food, and then they were like, oh, do you want to go to Burger King? And I'm like, not really. There were other people in the car. It wasn't just me, but we drove by the Burger King, and then they were like, oh, we're gonna get Burger King, and I'm like, okay, yeah, I might get a drink or something. But then there was a Subway right next to the Burger King, and I'm like, actually, could I go to the Subway and get a Subway sandwich? And they're like, oh yeah. So I got a Subway sandwich, and then we went back, and then I ate my half of my sandwich, and then I took a nap after eating the sandwich, and then I woke up at the time stream is supposed to start, and I was like, man, sleep is so nice.
어차피
But yeah,
저도 직접 보지 않으면
Heathcliff isn't used to respect. True. Sancho streaming. Let's go. True. Sancho is streaming. Zach, have you read the Library of Ruina key page stories? No. I have not read anything on Library of Ruina. Beep. Hideous creatures suddenly crashed through the open door and charged wildly in our direction. Dawn's like, hey, there's scratching on the door. Dude, it's not even the scratching. Dawn could probably feel the fact that there were blood bags. Dawn could probably feel the presence of blood bags. That's why she pointed it out. Oh no. Dog. Oh, I just... This is so funny, dog. These blood bags. These blood bags. Oh, it's so scary. There are blood bags. Running up on a full team of blood fiends. Oh, buddy. Second kindred, third kindred, third kindred, third kindred. Buddy, you're a blood bag of a sixth kindred. Dog, you're not surviving this. Yeah, you clash for two. Yeah, you clash for two. This is overkill, bro. It really is. Woke up drunk from eating a sandwich? I didn't wake up drunk. I just, I ate the sandwich and then I got, a little sleepy. Because, you get sleepy after you eat. And then I went to sleep. I had a nap and it was really good. You had 3 coins and you missed all of them? I don't get how, but I guess. Okay. Dawn smelt inferiority? Oh no. I thought that said McDonald's. I talked about food and now I'm thinking about food. But yeah, I got another half of a Subway sandwich in the refrigerator, and that's gonna be my like dinner. And I'm like very much looking forward to that. It's gonna be deep. Anyways, they're dead. Dude, these guys are like the equivalent of like Subway sandwiches for blood fiends, I just realized.
면담에서 치하할 만한 일이 생겼을
Bro,
때
why is Virgilia still talking?
파우스트군, 이들은 승객의 모습을 하고 있었지만 제대로 사리분별을 할 수 없는 이성이 존재하지 않는 자들 같았네.
True.
마치 그 고래에 의해 백화된 것처럼요.
Dude, is the whale a vampire? Maybe. True! Don Quixote, who hesitated until the last second to raise her weapon against them, hung her head mournfully. Wait a second, chat. Hold up. The signs were always there, we just weren't looking for them. We were just driving with one eye closed. We didn't see the exit sign, and so we just like, I don't know, crashed or something. Normally, Faust would have told her more information about those monsters before the fight began, and she would not have been burdened by the sheer thought of bringing harm to the innocent. Yeah, but Faust is not going to tell Don Quixote about Bloodfiend's existence. Like, Oh, I just realized if you use space instead of the mouse, it doesn't make a sound. It doesn't go click, it just goes. For information.
오늘따라 주위를 많이 돌아보는구려, 파우스트 양.
Yo! Hold up, the Rizzler? The Rizzler is here? Yi Sang, you appear particularly inquisitive today, Miss Faust.
그러게요. 평소 같은
Ishmael, get out of the way!
관찰을 하고 있을 때 결론을 내주시지 않았나요?
He's trying to... The sinners were starting to realize that there was something off about Faust's behavior. They might even soon realize that there's something wrong with Faust.
돈키호테, 이들은 죽지 않았습니다.
They are not dead. Huh?
자세히 보시죠. 파편과 파편 사이에 무언가 이어져 있지 않나요? 이 공간은
Also, we know that they're gonna get revived.
멈춰 있는 것으로 보입니다. 그러니 죽음에 달하는 끊어짐이 발생하지 않고 이어져 있는 것이죠.
To my relief, Faust managed to correctly figure out what's going on like her usual self, even if it took her slightly longer than it usually does. Hey, what'd I say? We got this.
뭐라고 했어?
Oh, nothing.
시간이
Flow of time
멈춰있더라.
has ceased aboard warp trains, is it? Dude, Buddy's about to call her out. Remember when Faust was like, yes, Yi Sang is like really smart, but Faust is a genius. Bro, Yi Sang's playing fifth dimensional chess. He's like, the flow of time is ceased aboard warp trains, is it? Oh, he knows, chat, he knows. Yi Sang grew pensive, seeing that Faust's lips parted for a moment before closing shut. He's looking at her lips? He's looking at her lips, chat? Yi Sang's looking at Faust's lips? Hold up. I was starting to get a good read of her expressions. That was an unmistakable look of regret, however short
이
it is.
차원
Howbeit,
바깥에서
would it
바라볼
be more
때는
accurate to muse
멈췄다고
that the
느낄
flow of time
정도로
has decelerated to the point where, to an extra-dimensional observer, it has slowed to a stop? What is your perspective
그렇게 볼
regarding
수
this
있지
suggestion?
않겠는가?
Dude, this is how smart people flirt, chat. Dude, this is how, like, smart people flirt. Dude, I could never, like, be a smart person, because, like, dude, what the heck is this?
네,
Yes,
이상
that's the
씨의
most rational
의견이
suggestion, you saying.
합리적이겠네요.
Dude, this is how smart people flirt. Did Miss Faust just get something wrong?
틀린 적도 있으셨나요?
Dude, that's what I'm saying. Wow, Yi Sang sure is the expert when it comes to time-related phenomena. Can you summarize it in easier language now that we're broaching the subject?
그래도 되겠는가?
Gladly, if you would all allow me. Look, smile, Yi Sang. Yi Sang began to elaborate with gentle enthusiasm. Yi Sang realized that Faust is Faust and not Faust, and he's like, wait a second. That was close.
간단히 풀어 말하면 이 열차에는 죽음이 존재하지 않소.
The pain drain.
너무 생략한
And?
것 같은데.
Can you maybe speak a little less breathing?
아, 말을
To
얹자면
elaborate. Yi Sang, after talking to a smart person, Yi Sang talking to someone that's not as smart.
정말이군. 이자 심장이 뛰고 있네.
Lowered her head and listened closely to what appeared to be a dismembered torso, and shouts with relief.
이들은 퍼즐 조각이 여러 개로 나뉜 것처럼 단지 활동할 수 없는 상태로 나뒹굴고
Awful
있을
image in
뿐이야.
my head.
몸이 분리된다는 과정은
Oh,
진행되었지만
they're just a jigsaw
이
puzzle
열차의
that's been like
존재는
rearranged. It's
보존되고
like that's a human torso, Yi
한없이
Sang.
이해되므로
Oh no.
그저 한없이 가늘어져도 끊어지지는 않는 생명만을
Dude,
붙든
if
채
Cassetti just
일이
got a ticket
얼그러질
aboard the
뿐이지.
train, he would have been able to make it out of this alive.
어려운 말은 잘 모르겠지만 아무튼 죽지는 않은 것이군.
이들의 파편이 연결되어 있다는 것은 아무리 뒤섞여 있어도 결국 파편끼리의 실타래를 자연스럽게 W4의 정리요원이라는 직책이 생긴 이유를 추론할 수 있겠습니다.
누군가는 이 퍼즐들을 조립해서 구별해둘 필요가 있을 테니.
True. It's really baffling to me that a job like that even exists. Dante, we got like... We've seen even worse things.
날개에 사는 일치고
True.
심하지 않은
I
건
agree with you in this sense, Gregor. Still, I guess that means that as long as the train arrives at the station, the passengers will all be put back together like nothing happened. Dante, this is a secret for a reason. They don't want the general public knowing about this. It's a lot more visceral when I have to look at it in person.
그거 듣던 중 다행이군.
Oh no. It soon clicked in me what Faust was. Though, with some awkward effort, trying to do as I watched Don Quixote sigh with relief. Maybe Faust was trying to cheer Don Quixote up in her own way. True! Who she was a while ago would not find it necessary to do something like that. Dante. Huh? What's up? Oh, time to whisper, right?
네,
Indeed.
정보를
I
수집
intend to
중입니다.
collect further intelligence. Well, if there's anything I can tell you, Faust casts a dark glaze toward the chunks of flesh. Her gaze remains fixed upon them as she whispers.
이들이 뒤틀림인지
Are they distortions
혹은
or
환상체인지
abnormalities?
아시겠나요?
Faust, you have seen blood fiends. Your other mirror world forms have seen blood fiends. Oh my god, she doesn't study. Oh my god. Faust doesn't study. She doesn't, like, retain the information. She doesn't, like, look into things. She only looks into things, like, and is, like, told things, like, at the moment. And she's like, oh yes, how will this end? And then she knows how it ends, and then she says it, and then she forgets. She doesn't know what a blood fiend is? She does not study. Oh no. Uncleansing? Wait, oh my god, Dante. Oh, I thought that said unclean. Unclear, that's fine. Not the same feeling I get from abnormalities, distortions, or even the peccatula. They're closer to distortions. I'm sorry, I don't think they're either of those.
확신할 수 없는 건가요?
Is it difficult to be certain at the moment? Again, I'm not sure how I can explain this, but they're very, very similar to distortions, but also different. If you had to ask, then, I'm gonna guess Faust doesn't know. It's like the difference between a steak, an apple, and dirt. And you say that a dragon fruit is introduced to the situation. Yes, the most similar thing to a dragon fruit is the apple, but they're still, like, not the same.
파우스트라면 알고 있을 수도 있겠지만 적어도 지금 그러실 필요는 없습니다, 단테. 불확실한 정보지만 그 덕에 한 가지 추론을 그리고 직접 정보를 수집하며 논리적 결론을 만들어내는 것도.
Did she just smile to herself with gore in her
살점
hands?
조각 들고 혼자 웃은 거야?
Heathcliff be like, is that gore? Is that gore of my fellow passengers? Oh no.
드디어 각성한 것인가?
I'm learning a lot more about Faust ships this intervallo. I didn't know Ryushu also had her eyes on Faust. That's crazy. We've been talking about the Don Quixote harem, but like we haven't been talking about the Faust harem. That's crazy. I'm pretty sure Faust doesn't have a Bloodfiend ID because Faust only has access to any information from Faust IDs. That's true. There's probably gonna be a thing where, like, if I know, like, doesn't like Malfaust not have access to the Jesselschlaf? Probably, like, if she does ever get a Bloodfiend ID, it's gonna be also like, oh, you can't. Sorry, you're banned from the Jesselschlaf because we're racist or something like that. Anyway, Sancho sweep. Oh my gosh. They're having us read, chat. They're having us read. After a round of intelligence gathering from Faust, he opened large commotion.
생존자들이 있는 모양이네요.
Sounds like there are other survivors.
위험에 빠진 승객들인가 보군. 이 몸이 구해주게!
That's such a good Dawn noise. Listen to it again.
위험에 빠진 승객들인가 보군. 이 몸이 구해주게!
That's such a good Dawn noise.
워, 함부로 들어오지 마. 너희 뭔데?
True! Hello, Sasha! A four-armed woman suddenly jumped in our path. She appeared without warning. Faust stumbled a little, inadvertently slapped by the figure's swinging arms as she pushed us away.
내 쪽에서도 당신들이 갑자기
Alright,
튀어나온
like you gave me any
거거든.
warning before practically kicked that door open.
좀 위협적이니까 그 커다란 칼은 치워주면 안 되나?
It's literally, yeah, Gregor is like... He's like compensating. It's like literally forgetting everything that... I remember what happened in the story, it's just... It all gets overshadowed by the fact that Sancho happened, and I forgot literally everything else because Sancho happened. I can't remember that, oh wait, maybe Ryushu and Faust might have some, like, romantical information when literally Dawn Bloodfiend's out. Like, she becomes a second kindred Bloodfiend. Like, I should be able to forget a few tidbits like that when literally that happens.
위협은 무슨 위협? 저기 저 사람들 지키려고 들고 있는 건데?
True.
뭐야? 요새도 그런 90생 체형을 달고 다니나? 나 참...
She said, is that a bioprosthetic? You're old. You're old. You're old. That's so funny.
아씨. 구식의 때론 제일 빛을 발할 수 있다는
Everyone's seeing Gregor be like, you're old.
그대 복식을 보아하니 북부의 사람인게로군.
에이, 이 와중에 무슨 오타령이야?
She's got all the time in the world. What do you mean it is the time?
아무튼 이쪽이나 그쪽이나 같이 그 사고에 휘말린 상태 같아 보이는데 비켜.
She seemed to be sizing us up for a moment.
너희를 뭘 믿고 이 안으로 보내줘? 안 물렸다는 증거 있어? 내가 이곳을 어떻게 지키고 있었는데.
True. She's like a wolf herding the sheep.
물렸다니? 뭔 소리야?
Bitten?
왜 아무것도 모른다는 표정이지? 일반실에 있었으면 분명... 잠깐.
Hold on.
너희 1등석에서 왔어? 네. 캡슐에서 방금 깨어난 상태.
Ishmael, you're not supposed to tell them that.
보기에는...
None of you really seen first class. Oh, that's crazy.
1등석이라. 진작 말하지. 내 이름은 사샤. 멀티그룹
Sasha! Sorry, not Sarah. Sasha, yeah. Wait, I said Sasha. Sasha! With that, she lowered her weapons and allowed us to pass.
사샤, 당신도 이 객실에 계속 계셨던 건가요?
뭐 그렇지.
Dog, I get so hungry. Dog, they don't got food here.
우리 해결사 사무소에 T사 쪽 의뢰가 들어와서 잠깐 넘어왔는데 열차가 이딴 식으로 고장난 데다 아니 고장난 게 맞나?
Can you believe this train's broken down? Wait, is it even broken? Uh-oh, she's realizing.
배고파지지도 않고 졸리다는 느낌도 잘 안 드는 것 같고.
Dude, you gotta eat before you get on the warp train, because if you don't, you're gonna be hungry the entire time.
의체인데도
그런 게 느껴지셨나요?
Dog, I forgot Sinclair was like this. Oh, Sinclair, you can feel hungry and tired. Buddy, I know you get trauma, and I'm not blaming you for getting the trauma, but like, they're people too.
아, 먹고 자는 게 취미라. 그쪽은 특별히 신경 쓴 부품이거든. 잘 느껴지지?
I swear to God. Why didn't Rhodia why did Faust get a Sasha ID? She is so Rhodia coded. Dog, they gave Faust the multi-crack office Faust? Dog, I'm sorry, this character is literally Rhodia. She literally said, ah yes, I kept my ability to feel hungry so that I could eat food. So that I could eat more food. Like, this is literally so Rhodia coded. Why did they not give this ID? This is not Faust coded at all, besides maybe her, like, face, but, like, this is literally Rhodia.
그것보다 그 밖에도 일어난 일이 있지 않나요?
Mao Faust isn't banned, she just left the Discord and hasn't responded to any of their messages? I see. So she just refuses to give information. Okay. Has something else to occur?
그래! 완전히 난리도 아니었다고!
정신 사납군. 출삭되지 않고 말할 수는 없나?
It's literally Rhodia! Why did Faust get this ID?
팔이라도 덜 휘적거리면 좋겠는데.
Dog, I didn't realize the first time that Sasha's actually, like, goated.
그건 좀... 싸우다가 의원이 전부 부서졌거든. 새 의원이랑 싱크를 맞추려고 움직이고 있으니까 이해해라.
True.
아무튼 뭔 일인지는 모르겠는데 갑자기 열차에 탄 승객들이 이
I
사람
will
저 사람
say,
가리지 않고 막
a
이상한
prosthetic
괴물로 변해버렸어.
Bloodfiend could go, like, crazy hard if you, like, have the, like, blood flow, like, over the prosthetic parts. Dude, a prosthetic Bloodfiend could go crazy. All I'm saying, if Sasha got more time to, like, live and, like, grow as, like a seventh Kindred, dude, she could have, like, gone insane. Like, the blood, like, flowing and, like, surrounding the prosthetic parts to allow it to, like, harden, because they have hard blood as well. That's crazy. Yeah, no, this could go crazy.
정체도 모르겠고 말도 안 통한다고.
You can't get hungry on a warp train as the body is on stasis mode, meaning you could only be hungry if you entered the warp train hungry. That's what I'm saying. You gotta eat before you get on the warp train.
다행히 나랑 저 사람들이
Unless
했던
you
그런
want to
괴물이
start
적게
eating people's
나타나서
corpses, in which case, like...
동강을 내버리고
Oh, but then you'll never be
빈
full.
캡슐로 데리고 나온 거지.
True.
빨간색이 3,200 하나.
300.
빨간색이 3,200
Oh, no.
둘.
3,201 red color. 3,202 red color. Oh no, I'm so sorry, unhinged passenger. You've decided to
저승객들이
protect them
변해버릴 수도
despite the
있는데도
potential risk
불구하고
that they may transform
보호할
as well.
생각을 하셨군요.
그거야 당연한
But of
행동이지.
course, 'tis an expected duty of a valorous fixer to stand guard in the front
보호하는
lines
존재들이.
against evil to protect the weak.
나는 이미 이 승객들을
I've been
사흘
keeping a
동안
close eye on
지켜봤어.
them for at least 3
그리고
days.
지금껏 한
And
명도
so
변하지
far,
않았고.
0 transformations.
지금 이
Go
캡슐칸
past this
너머는
car,
죄다
and you'll see
지옥도가
what
펼쳐져
hell on earth
있는데
really means. Those monsters are
앞쪽으로
constantly
끊임없이
trying to claw
넘어오려고
their
하는
way
걸
to the
보면
front of the train.
뒤에서부터
So if
먼
you ask
일이
me,
벌어져서
I'd wager
앞으로
that
번졌다는
something
게
went down
내
there,
추측이야.
and one of the train cars in the back and spread like wildfire till it reached here. Chat, what happens if you enter a warp train with diarrhea? That's something that I would never think. I see.
내 이야기는
And
여기까지.
that's all I can tell you about the
그래서
situation.
너희는 뭔데?
So, what's your story?
1등석
Why do you rich first-class
부자분들께서
folks suddenly
어떤
decide to
연유로
grace
이런
us
서민들이 있는
peasants with
것까지
your
자,
presence?
여기서 뭔 일이
None of this happened
벌어진다는들
here could
당신들의
have made it to your
고급스런
swingy
1등석
first-class
칸에는
car.
아무도
So
들어갈
what's
수
your
없었을
business down
텐데.
저희는 W사에서 이번 사건을 해결하기 위해
해결사.
Fixers.
네,
Indeed. Fixers.
해결사입니다.
Why doesn't she tell them that we're Limbus Company? Our memory's gonna get erased anyways. Foss nodded reluctantly as she affirmed Don Quixote's bolsterous declaration.
그 인원을 전부 1등석에? 그쪽 사무소는 돈이 아니지, 잠깐. 그럼 W사는 처음부터 이렇게 될 걸 알고 있었다는 건가?
True. I'd be mad too.
근데 진짜 날개의 의뢰를 받은 거 맞아? 믿음이 안 가는데.
이미 잘 아시겠지만 해결사들 간의 가장 중요한 건 계약과 그 이행이죠. 그리고 W사는 다른 날개들 이상으로 보안을 중시하고 있고요.
True.
아, 비밀 유지 서약을 했나 보군. 뭐 웨오피 옆에 계열이랑 얽히면 골치 아프니까. 그래서 증거는 없다.
W사에서 사전에 받은 마스터 카드 키입니다.
Oh, Foss, you just played your hand. That's supposed to be the card up your sleeve. Oh no.
카드 키? 이걸로 잠겨있던 1등석 통로를 열고 W사 로고야 꽤 고급지. 좋아, 따져 묻진 않을게. 돈도 안 되는 일에 연루되고 싶은 마음도 없고 일을 해결하려면 뒤로 가겠다는 거네.
그렇죠.
True.
죽으러 가겠다는데 말릴 필요도 없지. 아니면 뭐 실력이 대단하면 다 구해서 돌아올 수
Oh, it's
있겠지만.
so funny knowing that she's actually a Bloodfiend as well and like is like baiting us into a pincer maneuver. You keep having dreams where Limbus Company and Deltarune collab? Dude, I had a dream that like the cartel was after me for some reason. Like, cause I was like when I was like in like I don't know like what grade, like I was like mean to somebody, and like even in the dream I was like, no I wasn't, you're literally like lying. And then like the cartel was after me for some reason because of that, and I'm like, bruh.
경력 고맙네, 해결사 사샤여. 이것은 자네에게 맡길 테니 부디 본인을 대신해서 이들을 무사히 지켜내시게.
True. Sasha's like, wait a second, why do I feel?
저기 이 뒤에 있는
Oh
괴물들을
no,
처리해
curious
들어가시는
child.
건가요?
They all survive though, right? They all like, because their bodies get reconstructed. Yeah, it's fine. Don't worry, curious child. You'll survive. Yeah, this is the reason why Dawn locks in at the end, is because they kill a child. Which, to be fair, during the infinite time on the warp train, was going to be killed a bajillion times anyways, but still.
그렇단다.
우와, 그럼 언니는 유명한 해결사예요?
Yeah, the second this kid started asking Dawn if she was a famous fixer and being like, wow, you're so cool, you're like a famous fixer. Cassetti, it's over for Cassetti. The second any blood bag lays a hand on this child, Dawn's locking in. And boy did she. And boy did she.
그렇지. 본인은
You gotta do one of those like, I'm a villain but I have like a no killing children rule. That's the only way you're not gonna have Dawn absolutely slaughter you.
우와, 저도 언니처럼 해결사.
예, 너무 치근덕대면. 아우, 죄송합니다. 저희 애가. 아닐세. 괜찮네. 더 놔둬도 되는데. 해결사가 꿈인가 보구나.
Oh no. I hear boss music? Yeah, dude. Oh, you just gotta have a no-kill children rule, and then she's not gonna lock in. But like, dude, the second it's like, oh, that kid's dead, dude, we saw what happens. Even before she like took off Rajanante, she locked in. She locked in. Oh no. They don't revive after the incident because Bloodfiends completely absorb blood? Oh, so if Cassetti had survived and gotten his body, like, copied, he might have.
당신 같은 자가
Like, cause there's,
제일
yeah.
탑승하고 있어서 다행이긴 하군요. 저런 어린아이도 구할 수 있었으니.
True, your presence ensured that child's survival.
무슨 말이야?
What you talking about all of a sudden?
다들 왜
Come on,
이래?
no need
같은
to keep
바닥
appearances
처지끼리.
between people in the same line of work. Sasha, that was your like wink wink nudge nudge. The narrative is telling you, hey, keep that child alive. Don't kill that child, Sasha. To be fair, I feel like Cassetti is the type of guy to have a don't kill children rule. Sasha is the type of person not to have that. So, it might be Sasha's fault. Yeah.
왜 자꾸 둘 다 똥짠지 같은 소리야?
I see.
그렇군요.
Yeah. I don't think Don Quixote needs to hear what she just said. Didn't know you could be like that, Foss.
무엇을
Be like what?
말씀이시죠?
Ishmael's getting in on it? Dog, we were saying that Dawn is like the harem ringleader, but like Foss might be. The second Foss changes in personality. Yi Sang, Ryushu, Ishmael, like
일부러 그런 거였죠?
maybe Heathcliff, I don't
제자가
know.
순수한 마음으로 승객들을 보호할 마음은 없었다는 거 알면서도 돈키호테 씨에게 동조해 준
True, dude. Everyone, look at those eyes that Ishmael has given Faust. Like, dude, hold up. Faust might have been like the the beta form of Sancho, cause like, what the heck is this? She's pulling everybody.
또다시 시끄러워지면 골치 아프겠다 싶었는데 다행이에요.
Oh no.
보셨어요? 눈이 얼마나 반짝거리던지. 평소에도 그랬지만 오늘따라 의욕이 완전히 넘쳐흐르고 있다니까요.
Eyes. Eyes, eyes, eyes. Just when you think you're safe, over here some missing from right behind, blows up. The health bar drops and you could use a 1-up. Get inside, don't be tired. So now you're stuck in there. Half a heart is left, but don't die, 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 die. How are you doing, Zach? I'm doing pretty good. How are you doing? I wonder if there's ever going to be a multi-crack identity for the sinners. We have 2, but there could be more. The multi-crack office could like happen again, but I think it's more. I would prefer it if Limbus Company kept introducing new offices than elaborating on existing offices, because I like having the world of ProjectMoon flesh out more. Because while it is nice to like gain more information about a specific small fixer office in ProjectMoon, I feel like there's so many fixer offices that I would much prefer like quantity over quality in this situation, solely because there are so many fixer offices. And if we go too in-depth on one, we're not going to ever be able to see another.
마지막으로 하나.
I have one last thing to
궁금한 것이
inquire.
있습니다.
질문 하나당
It'll be
30만 원.
30K on per inquiry.
같은 바닥
That is
처지끼리
quite an unsound decision to make for
그런
someone who
판단은
claims to be
무감이군요.
in the same line of work as us.
저희 쪽 의뢰가
Have
성공하고
you
나면
considered the possibility that
추후에
once our
W사에
contract is
적극적인
successful,
협력 사무소가
completed,
있었다고
we could include references
제보해
to
드릴
a
수도 있을
particular
텐데요.
cooperative assistant office in our report to W Corp?
뭐야? 진짜?
You serious?
무슨 질문인데?
Hold on, let me hear it.
혹시
Were the eyes of
상대하셨던
those monsters
괴물들의
you faced
눈빛이
red by any
모두
chance?
붉지는 않던가요?
We literally saw their eyes too! Sasha paused her swinging arms for a moment upon hearing that question, appearing to either be in thought or trying to recall something, then answered. Nah, she locked in. Foss called her out. Were their eyes red? Pauses. What did you just say? I don't know. Those monsters were red all over, but
온통
is there
붉은색인
something
괴물이긴
special about their
했는데.
eye color? Yeah, yeah.
일단 내 의안도 빨간색이고 저 승객도 눈이 적색이었고.
True.
거기 너희 쪽에 칼 메고 있는 녀석도 눈이 빨갛잖아. 이런 게 돈 되는 중요한 정보라도 되나?
아니요.
No, well.
별것 아니었습니다.
You're doing good? Very nice. I hear boss music, true. Oh, Vyushu whistle. It was just as we had feared. The scene that appeared before us looked like it came straight out of a painting of hell. Yo! Ryushu reference? Also, what the heck is this guy? I'm so sorry, this is the scariest image in all of Limbus Company. What the hell is that? That's terrifying. That skeleton's also like hyper realist. Dude, this is like the scariest scene in Limbus Company. Like, unironically. I didn't remember it being this bad. Like, later it gets like, oh, there's even more blood, but all the blood is like crystallized. This is literally just this is messed up. This is disturbing. There's like a guy in the corner, like, did they like redo the backgrounds? I don't remember it being this terrifying. Also, Doctor Who reference, by the way. Jeez. Hi, Sasha. But yeah, I think more multi-crack office fixers could happen, but this would have been the event for them to add more multi-crack office fixers. I feel like because we didn't get more multi-crack office fixers, we might not. Just because we got another LC whatever cleanup agent. Painting of Hell. Ryushu reference? Hold up, we actually gotta lock in for this one because we might get Ryushu things. Zach, you should watch Epic the Musical on stream? Maybe. Zach forgetting what happens in the story? Yeah, because the Bloodfiend! I got tunnel vision. I'm looking if there's like skeletons on these. This is terrifying. Look at all this. Dude, it's like undulating. I don't think there's skeletons on it though. Yeah. Yeah, much less terrifying than the actual like cutscene. Anyways, these guys are supposed to be like better, right? They don't seem to be. Yeah, they're just the same, actually. Yeah, well, die. They don't redraw the art? Well, then it just must have been, like, really scary, and I just forgot. Oh wait, doesn't this guy have a unique block? Oh no, it's a counter. Yeah, implied bleed, then activate it once, and then, like, gain hard blood armor. Hold on, shouldn't I just be clashing with this guy? I feel like I should just power counter with this guy, because then he, like, activates his, like, win condition quicker. Me when nothing there? True. You finished Kanto 4, you are now on Kanto 5? Very nice, very good. I will say there's a lot of spoilers. I do apologize, but if you're okay with spoilers, you can keep watching. If you don't want to have spoilers, there's eventually going to be a part where I probably say, hey, you shouldn't watch, but I mean, you're pretty close. I will say, though, there are some fights in Kanto 5 that might stall things out. They got the hard... Yeah, they got the hard blood. Look at this. Hard blood armor. Oh my gosh, I just realized his version of the, like, hard blood, like they all get their own versions of, like, oh, like, hard blood gain count charge thing. His has a max stack of 5. Dude, he gets up to his max stack really quickly. That's crazy. He locks in. Oh, that wasn't even like the upgraded version. That's pretty good. He gains and spreads hard blood armor on his normal skills, but not his counter. Oh. No, his counter does, I think. Or maybe it activates like hard blood like effect or something like that. Oh, look, he gained focus performance. Dude, look how many Bloodfiend status effects there are now. Dude, this is crazy. Focus performance, by the way. So many Bloodfiend, like, this has a max stack of 10, this has a max stack of 20, this has a max stack of 10, this has a max stack of, like, 20, like, this has 5, this has 3, like, there's so many different status effects. Anyways, this guy's gonna die. Bloodfiends, go! Yeah, you're dead. GG. He just gains hard blood on himself? Oh, I see. Oh, so he doesn't spread it. Ah, okay. Interesting, interesting.
오랜 목마름도
The Bloodfiends do get it. The Bloodfiends do get a bit quirky at night. They do that. They also get a bit quirky 2 nights. Because, you know, Bari is the night of the White Moon. Think about that, chat. Not only do the Bloodfiends get quirky at night, they get quirky 2 nights. Oh no. They do that though. They do that. They do that. Oh no. Anyways, let's continue. Painting of Hell 2.
피를 머금을 시간이네.
I gotta put this back. Hold up. Anyways, time to die. And by die, I mean kill you. Go, my blood fiends! True!
와우! 벌써 재료를 저기까지 손질해둔 것이오? 오늘 공장 일찍 문 닫을 수 있을 것 같아요.
떨거지는 잘라낸다.
Dude, I'm so glad I didn't get tempted by the Hyushu pack. Dude, people kept being like, oh, Hyushu Mao, oh, he's really good, oh, hire Kong Lu is like really good, oh, you should get all these Hyushu pack IDs. I am so glad I didn't fall for temptation, because now we got a Blood Fiend team. We got 5 Blood Fiends on the team, and look at it, and look at it. Oh, it's beautiful. It's beautiful. Because, you know, blood's thicker than water, chat. Blood's thicker than water. Never forget. We get a 5 Blood Fiend identities, I just need to get lucky. True.
가족이 되기엔 약하군.
다들 재료 손질이 빨라지지 않았어? 좋은 재료 덕에 신이 난 것 아니겠어?
But yeah. Jeez, did you see that? I think Priest Rhodia's attack got bigger. Oh, that's so much bigger than it used to be. That is so much bigger than it used to be. I think that other things something changed. Alright. Oh, look at all the Blood Fiends. No, Meursault staggered! Anyway, Blood Fiends, go! Go, my Blood Fiends! Dude, the Blood Fiends. Imagine a FNAF fan game that you're just vibing in Freddy's and then suddenly Limbus Blood Fiends show up and then they're equivalent of animatronics. Oh no. That would be really funny. That would be really funny. That would be amazing. It would be amazing. For a guy like me, a Blood Fiend fan like me, that would be literally cinema. But yeah. Also, if you guys haven't seen, the daily Limbus polls have been getting shadow banned by YouTube. So sadly, we're gonna have to change the time of the daily Limbus polls, and not have them scheduled at a consistent rate, which is sad but a necessary step to ensure that we can continue doing the daily Limbus polls. The attack didn't get bigger, the camera just got closer. Oh, that makes sense. Perspective. Me when the perspective changes. Oh, that's such a cool attack. Such a cool attack.
실밥이 터졌나?
Alright, so let me go manage the animatronics. Why are the Limbus Company characters here? Oh god, they're Blood Fiends. True.
좁은 곳에서 전투하는 건
True. This reminds him of the time that he was put in the, what's it called? Put in the abnormality chamber.
어쩔 수 없어요. 저희같이 긴 무기를 쓰는 사람들은 좁은 곳에서 금방 지치기 마련이니까요.
Dude, Honglu and Sinclair really be talking about the long weapons that they wield. That's crazy. That's crazy. Oh no. Oh no. You can't be saying things like that, Honglu. It's gonna get misconstrued. It's gonna get misconstrued. These enemies weren't much hard. No, you can't talk about how hard the enemies are. Oh no. Oh no. There's a level of the sheer number with monthly. Huh. What are these things, boss?
그래.
Yeah,
나도
I've been
아까부터
wondering that
궁금했다고.
too.
왜 안 알려주는 건데?
True.
저것들은
저것들은
Those entities are. Those entities are.
어떤 존재라고
What do
생각하시나요?
you think those entities are?
네?
Dude, she's playing like a childhood like television game. What do you think these entities are?
그걸 방금
Didn't I just ask you the
제가
same
물어보지
question?
않았나요?
Oh no. They're I don't know.
아니면 설마
Oh no, are you
저희에게 먼저
giving us a
생각해볼
chance to
기회를
come up
주시는
with our own
건가요?
answers first? Of course, Foss did not confirm nor deny his question, but Sinclair was perfectly capable of making up his own interpretation of her silence. True! Man, there were some things I learned after fighting them, I think.
것 같은 건 있었어요. 이 괴물들은
These monsters aren't mad at us, nor do they want to attack us because we're an obstacle. That's not what they're attacking us. They want to eat you, yeah.
맞네. 이들은 굶주리기라도 한 듯 뭔가를 향해 맹렬히 돌진하고 있었네.
True.
맞아요. 이 열차 안에서는 배고픔도 목마름도 느껴지지 않을 텐데.
Oh wait, yeah, hunger or thirst isn't supposed to be a thing. Why does Cassetti gotta?
공격 패턴이 이성적인 판단에 기반하지 않았다. 그저
Okay.
본능적인 공격성을
Primal aggression.
우리를 향해 발산하고 있다고밖에 해석되지 않는군.
Why does Otis say
그리고
something there?
또
Huh?
뭐가 있었죠?
Oh right, she's racist! I forgot, she's racist! She's like, what attacks with primal aggression? Blood feeds, Dude, Otis gotta stop being racist. Like, it's crazy.
우리
Anything else? I think they all had red
그리고
eyes.
또 모든 눈이 붉었던 것 같아요.
True.
신체 대부분에 붓지 않은 곳이 없었어.
True.
냄새는 피 냄새다. 피로 만들었겠지.
I smell blood. Like, a lot of it.
그러하다면 피가 굳은 결정화된 느낌이라고 해야 바를 테지.
True.
네, 감사합니다.
Thank you all. Your insight have
모두들
all been very
유용한
helpful.
정보였습니다.
It was my turn to start whispering. What did you learn from that?
이번엔 운이 좋았습니다, 단테. 열차에 탑승하기 전 다음 행선지를 위한
Okay.
정보를 열람하던 도중 곁다리로 읽어둔 지식이 쓸모있는
Just before we get to La Mancha Land, literally right before we get to La Mancha Land, she's like, maybe I should check my notes. Maybe I should check the information. Maybe I should take a glance at the textbook. Buddy, the test is tomorrow. You haven't even looked at the textbook? The test is tomorrow? You don't even know what a bloodfiend is? Huh?
단테의 조언대로 수감자들 또한 유익한 정보를 추려내는데 큰 도움이 되었습니다.
You mean you know what to blow this case wide open?
그렇게 장담할 수는 없습니다만 적어도 시작점으로서는 기능할 테죠.
With that, Foss turned around and faced the rest of the sinners.
지금부터 이 상황을 타개할 방법을 제시하겠습니다.
Okay.
그냥 쭉쭉 뚫고 가는 것 말고도 뭐가 있는 거야?
그 자체는 바뀌지 않을 테지만 결과적으로 이번
Okay.
의도의 목적이 무엇인지 그리고 이번 열차
Oh, I cut her off. I'm sorry.
지속적으로
I'm trying to get through this faster so I don't because we lost so much time. Oh no. Nature of the warp train.
매우 높은 확률로
A blood fiend.
혈귀입니다.
A blood fiend. Look at that guy's face. What the heck? Dude, this is messed up. Kim Ji-hoon asked people to draw this. He said, hey, you gotta draw this out. And then they gotta draw all that. That's crazy.
피를 마시는 순간에는 생각나지 않을 거다.
Blood fiends.
가릴 것 없이 마음껏 마셔.
이거 참 설레는구려.
Blood fiends. Wait, a blood fiend? What's a blood fiend?
혈기가 대체 무엇인가?
A blood fiend? What in the name of wings is that? You have storybooks from the blood fiend era! You literally have read about them. There's no way she doesn't know about them. She has storybooks of people fighting blood fiends. There's no way she didn't.
네가 모를 줄은 몰랐는데 이런 신경과 관련된 뭐든지 알고 있는 줄 알았어.
Well, that's what I was saying, but Gregor, you can't be saying that. You of all people haven't heard of blood fiends. You can't be saying that, Gregor.
듣도 보도 못했다만 본인이 잊은 기사라도 있던 것인가?
Oh no. Donkey would furrows her brows, genuinely lost, as it was though her very words sounded alien to her. Gregor, I swear to God. Why do you do this to her? Why do you do this to her? Why do you hurt her so much?
저도 현실에 존재하는 줄은 몰랐어요. 그저 무서운 이야기로 만들어졌다고 생각했는데.
You're supposed to be afraid of garlic and sunlight, right? No, Sinclair.
아, 제가 들은 이야기랑은 좀 다르네요. 제가 듣기로는 햇빛이나 마늘은 뜬 소문이고 오히려 물을 무서워한다던데요.
Yeah, you got a blood fiend in your basement, Honglu. You know about the blood fiends. Your elders are like hate the blood fiends and are jealous of them because they're like, dang, these guys got immortality, but it's not like ours. Why is no one else chatting? Because they've left me here all alone. They didn't want to talk to me. Oh no. Did the others get bite of 87? True. Foster. I have been briefed on the existence of blood fiends in the past, while I serve as a commanding officer. Wait! So she's this racist towards blood fiend. Otis is this racist towards Don Quixote because she's a blood fiend. And she hasn't even gone up against blood fiends? She just got briefed about them? She's racist from stuff she read, not even her own lived experiences? We gotta get rid of Otis. We gotta get rid of Otis, chat. This is genuinely insane. This is genuinely insane. She says all those things about Dawn, like she's had to put up with blood fiends herself. She just read about them? Not even, like, extensively. She just got briefed about their existence.
그들이 부린다는 부산물.
Oh, never mind. She's seen some blood bags. Okay, never mind. Okay. But still, no, that's insane.
기억이 흐릿하지만 이런 형태는 분명 아니었을 텐데.
Though my memory isn't very clear. Did Otis also get partially lobotomized? Huh?
손가락에도 혈기라는 놈이 있었지. 저런 고무장갑 같은 것들을 부리진 않았지만.
There was a blood fiend among the ranks of the fingers too. She sang Downcast Look, but the things that blood fiend commanded weren't rubber glove looking things like these. 100%. The story beat of Ryushu's Kanto. The story beat of Ryushu's Kanto is going to be the fact that her biological child got turned into some blood fiend's kinder. And that's what the spiderweb nest is. That's what the spiderweb nest is. Because think about it. Red Eye Ryushu is spider-based. Red Eye Spider. Spider with red eyes. And that's why she's like, oh, that blood fiend commanded weren't rubber glove things looking like this. Yeah, I think a blood fiend kindered her daughter. And that's why she's got, like, trauma about it.
하지만 좀 걸리는군. 그놈은 이렇게 마구잡이로 찌꺼기를 늘리진 않았다.
That was true!
내 놈도 알고 있지 않나?
네, 수감자 내에도 경험한 분들이 있었군요. 설명이 길지 않아도 되겠습니다. 말씀하시는 대로 저희가 마주한 적들은 혈기 그 자체는 아니라고 보여집니다.
They're blood bags. Blood bags' appearance depend on what blood fiend made them, aka some blood fiends are more skilled than others. Oh, interesting.
혈기의 권속이 되지 못한 찌꺼기 같은 존재.
Ah.
관계자 사이에선 피주머니라고 부른다는 정보가 있었습니다.
그럴
Not a
듯한
terrible name.
이름이지.
Blood bags. Why would anyone name someone blood bag? Because they're eating them.
처음에 이야기했던 대로 통상적인 방법으론 워프 열차 내에서 승객이 사라질 수 없습니다.
Yeah, but we literally know for a fact, or not for a fact, but like, I'm pretty sure it's implied that this is not the issue that is like making passengers disappear. It's something else entirely.
워프 열차나 W사에 대한 모든 것을 알 수는 없어도 저희가 갖고 있는 정보가 꽤 많음에도 예외를 찾아낼 수
We could not
없었죠.
find any exception to the above rule. Yeah, there's another exception.
거기서 저는 아직 저희가 한 번도 마주하지 않았던 존재를 논리 안에 끼워 넣었을 때 한 가지 추측이 성립된다는 걸 파악했습니다.
Okay.
그럼 그 혈귀라는 것은 승객들을 아예 없었던 것으로 만들 수 있다는
Yes, but that's not
이야기인가요?
the reason we've been hired.
휘발된다는 쪽에 가까울 것 같군요.
휘발.
It's all just like the whale.
워프 열차는
Dude, what if they put a whale on a warp
온갖
train? What would happen
폭력적인 일을
then?
벌이더라도 본래대로 돌려놓을 수 있습니다. 폭력이라는 것에는 여러 가지가 있겠지만 그중
Such as
식인도
cannibalization.
분명 존재하겠죠.
True. Cromer probably fed Sinclair, like, his parents, now that I'm thinking about it. Cromer probably, like, did, like, messed up stuff to Sinclair. Like, the fact that he specifically does not like cannibalism leads me to believe that he had to partially cannibalize, he was, like, forced to partially cannibalize his, like, family members.
하지만 열차 운행간 시간이 유예된 승객들은 소화의 과정 또한 이루어지지 않는 것과 마찬가지일 테니 결국 복구할 수 있는 상태였을 겁니다.
Okay.
그저 입에 쑤셔 넣었을 뿐이라면 뱃속을 갈라내 그 핏줄 같은 것으로 연결된 조각들을 맞춰볼 수 있었겠지.
Oh wait, I forgot. The cleanup agents literally. I see in my mind, the thing that puts the passengers back together is like some like sort of like scanner, like Star Trek-esque like teleportation beam, and like and they're like formed back together. I forget the cleanup agents have to literally piece the passengers together. That's crazy.
하지만 피주머니들은 다릅니다.
So yeah, if you kill all of the cleanup agents, if you kill all the cleanup agents,
자신들의 존재를 유지할 수
no one will get brought back to life. However, such is not true for blood bags. Blood bags are, by their nature, obsessed with blood. Their existence hinges, yeah.
유지비로 혈액 또한 조금씩 소비한다고 합니다.
True.
방금은 소화는 하지 않는다며?
추론해 보자면 혈귀와 피주머니에게 혈액은 단순히 에너지를 얻기 위한 식사의 과정과는 다른 것 같습니다. 그들에게 혈액이란 감정, 성취, 돈, 존재의 자신들을 유지하기 위한 많은 것들이 포함되어 있는 무언가. 그렇기에 마음 먹는다면 혈액을 소비할 수 있고 소화.
I'm sorry, Faust. You keep pausing.
무슨 소리인지
What?
절반도 못
Huh? I
알아듣거든.
ain't following even half of that. True. This is why Heathcliff's not gonna get a Bloodfiend ID. You don't get him.
지금 시간이 유예되었음에도 히스클리프 군은 화를 내거나 슬퍼하거나 또는 기뻐할 수 있지 않은가?
I still don't understand it.
그야 뭐 그렇긴 한데.
He made it even more confusing. I don't know how Heathcliff got that, and I didn't, but
그것이 변한 것인지 생멸하는 것인지는 알 수 없으나 지나간 감정은 사라졌다고도 볼 수 있을 터. 승객들의 살아갈 의지와 존재의 가치 또한 멈춘 시간 속에서도 점차 사라지지 않소. 혈귀에게 혈액이란 그러한 것이라고 파우스트 양은 설명한 것이요.
they don't have trains big enough to fit the whale. What if they made a train big enough to fit the whale? Also, did my stream just die? YouTube's telling me there's no data. Hold up, hold up. Hold up, fear. Are we live? Are we live? Are we live? Are we alive? Yes, we are. Okay, good. Oh, that was scary. We're back though.
그런가? 그래서 바로 휘발된다.
승객의 구성 묘소. 살점들과 이어진 혈액도 사라져서
True, they can't be
살점을
pieced together.
끌어모을 수 없을 것
Why would they do that? I don't know. It'd be funny if they like. Imagine they bring a whale to like P Corp. Like imagine that'd be like really funny. Like surprise, there's a whale now, and then all the people like oh no, all this chaos.
논지에 어긋남은 없군.
There is no incongruence in that logic. Everyone fell silent for a moment. That was way too much information to process at once. We didn't even know what to make of them either.
질문을 몇 가지 하고 싶소.
I'd like to ask you a few questions if you would permit me.
피주머니라 하는 존재는 혈귀가 직접 만드는 것이요? 만약
True, he's asking. He's like,
어떠한 방식으로
could it be said that bloodbags are a direct creation of blood fiends? If such is the case, then by which method do they?
거기까지는 정보의 접근이 제한되었군요.
Yisang's like, how do they reproduce? That information is inaccessible at the moment. Faust replies, avoiding Yisang's gaze. There isn't anything I can do about this. The sinners will only get more stressed if they find out what's going on with Faust. And that's something we both want to avoid.
제한. 그렇군.
Now I recall what you have said in the past. Hold up.
추측이지만 피주머니로 만들기 위해서는 어떤
Yisang knows? Does he know? Does he know?
그렇지 않다면 가장
Does
선거신
he
존재인
know?
저희가 멀쩡한 것이 말이 되지 않을 테니까요.
일리 있어.
일리 있어.
그렇다면 그 잔악한 혈기란 놈은 이 열차 어딘가에 숨어 있다는 말이겠군.
Oh no.
그렇겠죠. 조금 전에 보았던 해결사의 말을 신뢰한다면.
Also, by the way, I'm looking at this guy in the corner. This like guy that's like literally like the epitome of fear and like desperation. How has this guy like survived all the onslaught of blood bags? By the way, this guy's goated. This guy right here is goated. He locked in. Like he's going insane. He's going crazy. I think all of his skin got flayed off, but he's locked in.
즉 나아가다 보면 반드시 그 혈귀를 마주칠.
네, 무고한 승객들의 원한을 대신 풀어줄게.
Let's go. Let's move forward for now. True. That person is fully open. Do you know what Epic the Musical is about? Also, do you know what Epic even is? Isn't it like the Odyssey? It's the Odyssey musical. Pharaoh Bloodbag Cleanup Agent. Oh no. Alright, well, Bloodfiend, go. It's so funny getting Bloodfiend IDs in this fight, because it's like they literally can't do this. They literally are not allowed to... See, the only clash they win is against the non-Bloodfiend. That makes sense in canon. They literally aren't allowed to attack these IDs. Like, it's not possible for them.
자, 동료들이여, 자세를 갖추고 저들을 맞이하세. 우리를 가로막는 저 시련을 해치우고.
You should watch it and learn about Otis. See, if that was before Otis was like hated Don Quixote, maybe, but like I think it's too late for me to want to learn about Otis.
아하! 이수 잡아주신 겐가?
아하.
연장 소프트 달라라쥬. 정을 만들고 도구 연습만 하는 거죠.
단순해서 좋고 구본수감자. 물론 좋은 성과를 갖고 돌아온다면 달짝지근한 걸 주의하시.
He throws them? He sticks them to their staff and he throws them? Wait, that's so cool. That's such a sick animation. He throws the ID. Dude, can you do that with like giant like identity, like abnormality parts? That'd be so funny. Kinda like how the one who grips Cromer can like grab things. Also, wait, this is literally canon. This is literally canon, chat. They can't attack anybody except for the non-Bloodfiend. They can't attack someone that's not, because all of these Bloodfiends are higher kindred, so they can only attack Ryushu. Look at this. Look at this. Dude, it's cinema. Cinema. Dude, do they have like a, if this unit is the La Mancha Land unit, clash for lower? Or something? No. Coagulated blood. Anyways, die.
내 피분수
I just had a massive amount of spicy salt. Oh.
이따가 버스에서 회고해야 하지 않겠는가?
Bleh. Not a good idea. I tried to salt some like peanuts, like spicy salt and like spicy chili lime flakes, and then I poured it into my, instead of like picking them up individually, I poured it all into my mouth. Way too much spicy, like chili lime flakes. No, Sancho!
피날레를 시작하자.
Yeah, you're in a battle. Let's go. True. We are in a battle. 378. Let's go.
기원을 갖춘 그대로 무너져.
지나할 만한 일이 생겼을 때 언급하라는 것. 상급체인지라. 이제야 완성된 그간의 전투 경험이 쓸모가 없지.
You know, lock in. He's saying lock in.
적합한 조치였습니다.
Thank goodness. Yeah, no, I've been getting through more, as I am the only one. I do not have distractions to talk to.
기분수가 폭죽보다도 높이 솟아올랐어.
Me personally, though, I call them friends.
아니야,
True,
이렇게
second
크게 안
gender.
돼. 아름다움을 잃지 않게, 그리고 제2 권속으로서의 품위도 잃지 않게 하자.
Oh, that's a lot of different blood fiends. Hold up.
카니발 타임.
Why am I thinking of that song? I don't know why.
동료들이여, 자세를 갖추고 저들을 맞이하세. 우리를 가로막는 저 시련을 해치우고 끝나지 않는 수호를 향하여.
그래, 그렇게 시원하게 주어진 원하는 맛이 나는군. 일 처리는 빠르게 하는.
I think you have like 4 more stages left. True. Win great.
퍼레이드와 피날레.
기대라.
Alright, I just need to send something. How's the voice acting? Getting new insight on character inflection? Yeah, I am actually. A lot of lines have changed their context due to the voice acting. Like one of the lines where like Heathcliff like talks, it sounds like a very normal Heathcliff line, but the inflection that he gives it in shows like fear, which is very interesting.
다른 거 챙겨가시오.
Dude, this team is so good. I'm so sorry, the new Bloodfiend team is goated. The old Bloodfiend team is goated. The new Bloodfiend team is insane. New Bloodfiend team even more goated. Even more goated. Anyway, sorry, I just had to send a message. I had to ask Cheeky if I should finish the BokGak today, because I know she said like there was something else she wanted to do. Dude, that was such a crazy pose from Meursault. Hold up. Aura farming? Turn 4? What about turn no more? We're gonna kill them all this. Top 5. Oh, also, by the way, if you haven't already, make sure to like the stream so it gets pushed out to more people. But yeah, I don't know if I'm gonna finish the BokGak today. I feel like a lot of the oh, jeez, that's crazy. He just did that. I feel like a lot of the like dialogue is at the very end of this like intervallo, and a lot of the dialogue that I want to like hear, so we're gonna be paying attention to like every line is at like the end. So I think that would take a lot longer, even though it is only like 4 notes. But yeah, look how fast you got through this without Honglu forehead theory, Foss tier list theory. No, Alexio, this is how fast we got through this without Cheeky being here. Talk to me. Last stream's VOD is also really good, Alexio, I will say. Where we just like, but I do think the Friday Night Dustin is if you have to watch one or the other, it's that one. But last stream's VOD is really funny because I actually get nothing done, and every time we end a tangent, I go, okay, that we have to like play the game now, and I click twice. I get through 2 lines of dialogue, and then we just talk about something else.
잠깐! 관리자나리! 이 사람 좀 보게! 아직 살아있는 자가 있네!
Behold, this poor fellow, he lives still. Yeah, this one is a lot less scary than the previous one, I will say. Can't believe I read Hong Lu forehead theory is Hong Lu forehead theory? True! I think she wanted you to get to Cassetti and then watch the other ID with Bloodfiends mentioned in it? Oh, true. You think that Cheeky is more of a distraction than your theories? Oh, Alexiel, you weren't here for the last stream. That's just an average Zach stream? I'm so sorry. Also, hello, biggest consumer. Welcome, welcome. How are you today? I'm so sorry, Alexiel. Cheeky and me literally talked. But Honglu forehead theory was part of the reason that Honglu forehead theory had to be as long as it was is because you guys were talking to me. Like, if my theories just like people are like, oh yeah, you're right, like they'll probably like just go away. But it's the fact that like the conversation continues. But yeah, we talked about like I don't even remember all the topics. We talked about like Deltarune at some point for like 45 minutes or more. Am I the only one on the Twitch stream? I think you might be, biggest consumer. I'm multi-streaming to Twitch and YouTube, so yeah. But yeah. To be fair, the streamer you watch nearly has the same problem. Cheeky is definitely a commentary partner that works well with you, just a bit too well. True. This is just an average Zach stream. I am so sorry, but the second we were on that stream, you were there for the part where we were focused on getting through the story about the Bloodfiend. The second we did not have the new story about the Bloodfiend and we had to just go through the story as the story, it literally... I got through a story node in, I think, almost 3 hours. It was bad. If you ever collaborated with the streamer that the stream would be hours on end talking with the gameplay on pause, that's why we need to get... That's why we need to get multiplayer games. I realized that we need multiplayer games to play so that we're all also like focused on the game a little bit, so it like purposefully nerfs our like conversation skills. But it's still fun. See, look, I'm talking to you now, and the story has paused. What are we talking about right now? We're currently in the warp train, but we're talking about how last stream I did of this it took a long time. Anyways, Jackbox. Jackbox scares me because it kind of incentivizes you to be, for lack of a better word, vulgar. And I don't really know how good I am at that. Like one time, my mom, who's a teacher, had like a meeting with other teachers, like over Zoom, and it's like, oh, let's play Jackbox. My mom didn't say that. They were like, let's play Jackbox. And I heard that, and I was like, huh? And then they started playing the game, and like one of the prompts was like insanely like not safe for work. And I'm like, well, for a teacher, and I'm like, ugh. I think he thinks every theory of his makes sense, like how he thinks he can outsmart the head. I said it's situational. Her big round eyes. Why, you're distracting me from Don Quixote. Big Ann sprinting somewhere. Oh no. Yeah, stay away from you, Gregor. Look at him in the background. He's the real monster here, chat. He's the real monster. Zach, you know you can just ignore people, right? That's actually like ableist, Alexiel. Unironically, that's like actually... I can't! I got the brain disease that doesn't let me do that. What do you mean, Alexiel? What do you mean? Also, I feel like ignoring people is different than ignoring my friends. Like, that's kind of crazy. Is this a family-friendly channel, or... It's kind of is, kind of isn't. I don't really know. I just have anxiety, and I don't know how to... Like, the issue is like, if I were to one day just, like, start being like, hey, we're gonna be a little bit more, like, wacky, like, I don't know how far to... A, to go. Like, I don't know how far to push it. Like, I don't know what's, like, normal. Or, like, B, like, everyone would, like, point it out and be like, whoa, what's happening? What's, like, every time I make a joke that is slightly not family-friendly, everyone's like, what? And I'm like, dude, what? I've been trying. It's just that every time I try, I get negative feedback, because everyone's like, what? What are you talking about, Zach? Hey, don't talk about cockroach like that. Oh, no.
이봐! 우린 괴물이 아니야.
Dude, let Dawn comfort this guy.
당신도 변하기 시작한 건가요? 그럼 벌레팔 같은 걸로도...
Buddy Gregor, you gotta sit this one out. Oh no. You gotta pick a lane. As much as I hate to say that, I feel like you got a teen audience. It's not too bad. That's the vibe I've been reading. Yeah, but this is the game we're playing. Like, to be completely fair, like, oh yeah, you've got like a teen audience or whatever. Like, this is literally the video game that I, like, have dedicated my channel to. This is not a very family-friendly game. Holy ad attack? Oh no.
아니야,
no, this is... Oh, Jiggy's you're muted. Oh, Alex, is that why you're trying to rage bait me in mod chat? I mean, he doesn't have to respond to every message with a tangent and should ignore sometimes. Sometimes it's really nice he talks to chat. It is! You wanna know what I couldn't do yesterday, Alexiel? Talk to chat. Like, it's literally stream end time. Don't you dare not give us those uptie readings. True. Ad just finished and I got jump scared by another. I am so sorry, biggest consumer. I don't know how to change the stuff on Twitch. I don't know how to manage my Twitch account. YouTube's so much more, like, streamlined for me, at least. It's like, hey, do you want to make money? And it's like, yeah. And it's like, okay, we'll let you make money. And I'm like, thank you. Twitch, it's like, they got all these, like, bells and whistles and knobs. I think I have my Twitch thing on, like, non-aggressive, though. I'm pretty sure. So, hopefully it's not that bad. I definitely don't have it on, like, the, oh, make the most money possible mode, because, like, dog, I would much rather have people just watching. I don't care about that. You were mid-SAR and you got another? Oh, no. Gregor stumbled for words, scoffed, then cast his gaze towards the floor in disbelief. TTV wilding? It really does. Not my streamer. Oh, no. Anyway, so... I assume so anyway. Again, I can't watch, but there's no way he got that far, surely. Not my streamer. Oh, no. Yeah, well, no surprise there, I guess. I suppose there's no way to tell right away whether this arm's a monster, prosthetic, or whatnot. Buddy, enough about your arm. It's possible that you are mistaken due to his bioprosthetic being of an older, outdated, old man. Prosthetic. He's kind of stanced up, though. I will say, as much as I like dog on Gregor, like, he's given, like, the Thinker vibes. He's given, like, introspective the Thinker vibe with this one. This is, like, the image of the guy, like, staring in the mirror. You guys know that image where it's, like, I stare in the mirror and then, like, the thing that's staring back at me? Dude, he you know what? He kind of stanced up here.
다행이네요. 전 또 그 미친놈들이 쳐들어올까봐. 보다시피 다리도 이 모양이라
True.
여기 숨어 있을 수밖에
Zach,
없어.
you gotta start streaming like an hour or so earlier so I can be awake in VC to read out chat while you two get distracted. The issue is, Alexiel, I've realized this, and it's really, really sad. It's such a sad thing. You need me to start stream an hour earlier. Cheeky needs me to start stream an hour later. It's so messed up. It's so messed up. Cheeky is more available later. You're more available earlier. It's actually insane. It's like the worst possible situation. I literally have to like pick and choose. I don't want to have to do that. I want to be in the next stream, but I swear I'll be quiet when he's doing the plot. True. Still muted. It's half turn, so I can literally join to help. True. Imagine Chris Deltarune cosplaying as a Bloodfiend and biting everyone they see. That is Chris Deltarune coded. I follow and an ad strikes. Oh no. Biggest consumer. If you want to jump to YouTube real quick, the ads are a lot less aggressive now. Big consumer, you can jump to YouTube. But you have to yap Zach about the Eptai stories, Cheeky. I think... Oh, Cheeky's leaving. Oh no. He's talking to how Gregor... I'm not Bro, not another one. Biggest consumer, quick, jump the ship to YouTube. There's less ads. There's so many less ads. Oh no. Or join the Discord, biggest consumer. That way you can watch, like, other ones that aren't gonna spam you with ads. I did not say that, Alexiel. I did not say that. That is actually slander. That is genuine slander. I said stand stuff.
그런데 W사 직원들이 이 열차에는 왜 타고 있는 거지?
What are the W Corp employees doing on W Corp train? I don't know, Otis. Maybe doing their job? Maybe doing their job? What they get paid for? What they do every single day of their life? They do their job? I can't imagine any of them would be willing to board this train. Oh! W Corp cleanup agents go in after the train stops. And to... Oh, okay.
외부 의뢰로 온다던 해결사들이죠.
Oh!
저희는 당신들을 도와서 사건을 해결하라는
But
명령을
they go in after. They're the cleanup agents. Oh no, I would be a W Corp cleanup agent. You're on a tiny phone that won't let you use chat there? Oof. Oh no. I mean, Chris is zombie coded, so true.
저희라고 하기엔 저밖에 안 남았지만요.
Yeah, I would not sign up for this.
그럴 수가... 파우스트군, 피주머니가 원래대로 되돌아갈 수 있는 방법은 없는 것인가?
No, there's not.
죄송합니다. 그 정보도 아직 열람할 수가 없군요.
Well, maybe it is though. Hold up. She didn't say no. True.
파우스트에게 너무 많은 부분을 의지하고 있었을지도.
You gotta study for the test on your own. I don't think you would want to be a cleanup agent, Zach. I mean, I'm considering the options of what job I would want to have in the city. Like, being a cleanup agent, like, maybe pays well, so, you know. I don't know what I can do to help the sinners in a situation like this either. It's probably, like, the least, like, oh, you're gonna die on the job, so, like, we're chill. You just gotta, like, kill the people who've been dying for billions of years. Maybe I was too reliant on the sinners as a whole. Dante, every time you, like, be like, oh, I gotta figure out how to fight myself, and then you never do. Bloom of smoke. Whoa! Hold on a lever. Dude, I remember this guy, chat, and he just disappears? He just disappears? Hey Zach, smash or pass Ishmael? Out of nowhere, oh no. Limbus Company fans have like 2 paths when they join a stream. Talk about the gameplay or talk about smash or pass the sinners. Oh no. Anyways, she's a lesbian, so I'm gonna stay in my lane. They made good use of this space. And the wall behind what had initially appeared to be a folding chair, for employees spun open.
무엇인가? 설마 저 앞에 있는 혈기를 해치는 비밀 무기가 숨겨져 있다거나?
No, it's a stasis
1등석에서
chamber.
본 캡슐이랑 비슷하게 보이긴 하는데 저곳에?
The cleanup agent slumped to the pod that appeared in the wall. This is what I do in every stream? Oh no.
이제 좀 살겠네요.
Depends if people are angry or abnormalized, or a third special thing. Do you want to work at a wing that is basically collapsing? Oh wait, no, you're so true. I don't want to work at a wing and they're just gonna be like, well, we actually can't pay you. Smasher past Faust then? Which one? Faust or Faust? Are we talking about Faust or Faust? Because like that's a different story. Faust or Faust?
무엇을 할 생각인가?
이런 상황을 위해 W사에서는 직원용 소형 동면포들을
Also,
준비해 놓았거든요.
by the way, chat, I'm like 90% certain that these like hibernation pods for employees, I'm 90% sure that these just literally just eject the employee out into space. Because remember, this guy literally disappears. There's no one in the pod afterwards. I think they literally just, like, the second you go in here, it just ejects you. Because, let's be real, why would they care about their own employees? Just base LCB Faust then? One of these days I will do a, like, Limbus Company character, like, Smasher Pass. It's just, I'm not gonna do it yet. But one day I will. And I'm gonna make a video about it, and it's gonna get a billion views. Verily, then, huh? Actually, it's so funny, Biggest Consumer. We literally had people talking about this yesterday. Like, everyone in chat was, like, giving their lists. Actually, you know what? Join the Discord, you can see some people gave their lists after the stream in the Limbus Company chat as well. I think all of the people who gave their lists were insane. Like, there were so many, like, things that I was just like, what? The rest of the mission. Yeah, and then it immediately shoots him out into the void. Boom! Yeah, like, he's gone. He's gone. He's gone. Yeah, he's dead. He immediately gets disintegrated into the unknown dimension. Lame? I'm sorry, I gotta focus on ideas that, like, would make really good content, sadly have to be, like, held behind bars. Maybe I'll do that for, like, 9,000 subscribers or something. We already did have a plan for 8,000 subscribers, which was the survey stream. But 9,000 could happen. Like, we're gaining... Like, for some reason, even though YouTube has, like, shadow banned my polls, for some reason my short videos have, like, kind of popped off. Like, the older ones have kind of popped off recently. And we're gaining subscribers, like, decently quickly. So, like, maybe 9,000 subscribers is, like, not that far away. I'm not gonna promise anything yet, but, like, who knows? Who knows? Rosetate Desire Ishmael? I don't know what that is. The thing is, there's no evidence those pods eject whoever is inside them. Yeah, but he's completely gone. And there he goes.
가버리셨군요.
He's departed the scene. Remember, this is like... The only reason this exists is to give us information about, like... It's to give us... What is it? Future information. It's like... We gotta keep this in mind. This is important. They're telling us that this is important. This is, like, thing that we have to think about in the future. I think that there is going to be... We are gonna have some sort of play in the takeover of, like, the new W Corp. So, this is probably going to have some lore relevance to, like, W Corp's, like, defense or something like that. Like, we're gonna learn more about this. If you plan to stream VC in advance by, like, a day, I might be able to make it more easily. True. If I just plan things in advance, that's true. Keep on keeping on. I only want ego shards. True. It is implied something else took him while he is in the pod. Yeah, or like wayward passenger. People always like theorizing about wayward passenger. Also, Sancho sweet. This is how it should be, chat. This is how it should be. Like, unironically, this is the perfect Bloodfiend triangle. Manager of La Mancha Land Dawn on top, Prince of La Mancha Land Meursault, second, Princess of La Mancha Land Rhodia, third. These can be interchangeable. Then the Barber, then Gregor. I think, and then the two IDs that are not Bloodfiends. This is the ideal Sinner when you're using a Bloodfiend team, like, dispersion of damage. Like, this is literally cinema. Literally cinema. Anyways, we have 6 left. So I'm gonna do... it is end of stream time. You know what? I think I am gonna call it a day here. I think that, I'm gonna do... You know what? We're gonna do it differently. I think... Bro's just running full on Manchaland True. I think what we're gonna do is... I'm sorry, Cheeky, I know you can't hear me because you're not here. I think I am going to complete this without you. I'm gonna finish this section of the game without you. And then, once I'm done, we can bring you back for the uptie stories for Hate Crime Honglu. I think that would be good. It's applied, because warp trains literally access a different dimension, meaning it's possible for something from that dimension to take it. True, Wayward Passenger. But yeah, I think with that, I'm gonna call it a day here. If you guys enjoyed, make sure you guys like, subscribe, join the Discord, all those things, follow any of those things, yes, yippee. But yeah, join the Discord though, because it's literally goated. And I think also this is the perfect time to call it, because now we can get...
오늘도 W4의 워프 열차를 이용해 주시는
the Warp Train PA system! Dog, we kidnapped the Warp Train PA system, that's crazy. How do we get the Warp Train PA system in the booth? But anyways... Oh wait, I'm literally so stupid. Oh my god. I'm actually so stupid. Chat. Chat, my team needs to have the people that are gonna give me more... Oh, I should have W Corp agents on my team. Hold up. Literally, I'm just stupid. Do I have W Corp Otis? I do have Dimensional Shredder Otis. Wait, hold up. What percent am I getting right now? What percent am I getting right now? I'm stupid, chat. I'm stupid. I'm actually stupid. Event bonus units. 40. So that's 80. And then I do have these. Okay. So I at least was getting 100. I at the very least... Oh no, I switched out Honglu's! I was only getting... Oh wait, I was getting 100 and not 120. Okay. No, that's fine. It's fine, it's fine. We just need to... Sinclair does not have a W Corp ID. Sinclair is not part of W Corp. Anyways, you probably have one, I just don't have it with me right now. I'll put you with this. Put you with this. Yeah, you got it all. Alright, yeah. I'll just do this for next time. Just so I know. It wasn't that bad, it wasn't that bad. This guy gave us bonus stuff. And we were getting 40% bonus from Dimensional Shredder Otis. Which is very strange. I don't know why that one's given us plus 40, but you know what? You do you, Otis. But we could have been getting more, but it's fine. It's fine. But yeah, I think with that, I'm gonna call it a day here. This has been... Oh, also, for next time, we're just... Because this is probably the only time ever that we're gonna hear this thing.
오늘도 W4의 워프...
The W. I keep saying W Corp. I keep saying W Corp. The W Corp Warp Train PA system. But yeah, with that... Oh hey, we got some level season pass stuff. Me when I don't even grind the game and I'm level 185. That's crazy. But yeah, I think with that, I'm gonna call it Sinclair 2 Twink for W Corp Trust. Oh no. I think Sinclair doesn't have a charge ID, right? Wasn't it something like that? Like some sinners don't have like specific IDs. Like Sinclair doesn't have charge, I don't remember. Ryushu doesn't have syncing. Like, stuff like that. Where it's like, certain IDs aren't allowed to get certain status effects until, like, their Kanto. I think that Ryushu's Kanto is going to... The status effect is going to be blood and bleed. However, I think that there's a chance that Ryushu gets a bleed syncing ID. I'm thinking to myself, it's most likely going to be just bleed, because she's probably going to get the Emperor, and the Emperor's probably going to be a Bloodfiend. So I'm assuming she gets the Emperor ID, but it could be bleed syncing. It could be bleed syncing. You are 1/10 my level on Battle Pass. Oh no. But yeah, I think with that, I'm gonna call it a day here. Thank you guys for watching. If you enjoyed, join the Discord, like the stream, subscribe if you're on YouTube, follow if you're on Twitch, all that stuff, yippee. But yeah, with that, thank you guys for watching. Hope you all have a great rest of your day. Makes you all stay safe. Bleed and burn, it could be bleed and burn. Makes you all stay safe out there, and I'll hopefully see you all later. Actually, I don't know when I'm going to stream this next, but I will try to stream this once I am available as soon as possible. It might have to be next Friday, but I will see if I have any days of the week that I'm available at normal stream time to stream this. If not, I'll see you next week, or on Friday, or yes, yeah, bye!